We are live. Welcome
Hey,
everybody to
everybody.
Off the Hook Live. I have my guest Jason from JJ Drones here. He is in his truck, uh, live streaming here. Here's Chris Bogley is in the house. I see my mom. Small Water Charters was in here. Sunfish King was in here, and I believe Natural State. There's Geo. Geo's also in here right now. So we'll get a couple people in here first, and then we will announce what tonight's live is about.
Yes, sir. And we've got a couple other announcements too concerning the Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you're around for that too.
Yep, Gary's Fishtails is in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys. We got 5 people in here so far. But yeah, it's going to be a real interesting topic. Mr. Flint's in here. Shane Flint's in here. Thanks for coming in.
Nice.
I appreciate you guys. We got my mom. Finally said hi. Hi, Mom. She wasn't watching. I know her iPad took a crap.
Oh.
So I don't know if she asked Santa for a new one or not. I don't know if they could make it that quick though.
You know, Santa's magical.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know about these days though. So we will see 7 people in here. But yeah, tonight's gonna be Coastal Fever's in here. What's up, Doc? No pun intended, but hey, Doc, how are you? Natural State saying what's up to Chris and to Geo. Got 11 people in here. Bill Hammer, what's up, Bill? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Gary's Fishtail. So yeah, we got 11 in here right now, and we got City Sticker Chris in here. What's up, Chris? He's saying I'm wearing. John said I'm wearing those shorts right now.
And they're looking good on you, John.
Yes. Well, I don't want to see conspiracy music's in here. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I don't want to see John in them shorts.
Well, I'm not gonna tell anybody the mental image you gave me the other day. So
yeah,
I'm not even gonna go there.
Hey, Doc Reed's in here. What's up? Thank you, sir, for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I have a bunch of stuff written down here that I took straight off of YouTube. The emails they send out, that YouTube content creator emails and helpline and all that. So I took some stuff that I think are pretty good points. So we'll see. We got 13 people in here. So do you want Sean from Angling Spiders, the Reef Robbers in here? What's up, Reef? What's up, Sean? Do you want to make the announcement of the Secret Santa, Jason?
Sure, yeah. So the Secret Santa, we're still waiting for some people to send out their gifts. If you've sent out a gift and you haven't sent me an email yet, please send me an email, jason@jjdrones360.com. It just helps me keep things organized. But if you can send me an email, let me know when that's sent out, and you can also email me and let me know when you received a gift. That way, I can keep that organized as well, because I'm trying to keep everything as organized as I can on my end. And there's going to be some of the gifts aren't going to be received before the 18th. And then Ted is going on vacation the day after Christmas, so he's not going to be back before New Year's Day. So we're actually going to be doing the Secret Santa live stream January 8th, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel, JJ Drones.
Cool. All right, so tonight's topic, and once again, thank you everybody for being in here. Tonight we are talking about shorts and how they help or hurt your channel. So this is a real interesting topic that I wanted to bring up because I've been wondering. I don't know much about shorts. I create them like everybody in here, but I wanted to get the community's feedback on what they think about shorts. How I keep hearing out there, it helps your channel. I want to know how it helps your channel, like these bigger, people that are getting all these views and everything. I just want to see how it's helping the channel. And then I have some points that I wrote down actually from the YouTube creator section that I took from shorts. I looked up, YouTube shorts, can they help or hurt your channel? And I got a lot of cool information that I just basically wrote down word for word. Hey, Anyfin, thank you for coming in. Word for word off of the YouTube creator website. And I'm going to just recite word for word what that is and get your guys' opinions on it and everything like that. Kayak Catfish, yes, he started a highlights from 514 Fishing. Thank you for coming in. But Keith Doc Reed said that Kayak Catfish started a highlight channel specifically for shorts.
So and that cool. May not, I mean, that may not be bad if that's what your channel is.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that you're going to make shorts to help your long form channel, that's just, it's a non-starter for me. People are not going to go from watching shorts to your long form. I mean, you may get one or two, but I mean, the amount of people that are actually going to do it are going to be very minimal. You're not going to see a growth as far as your long form watching. You're going to see a growth in maybe your subscribers. I mean, we've all seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the growth of your long form viewership is not going to increase, because the majority of the people that are watching shorts are only watching shorts because they've got nothing better to do. You know, they're in the bathroom or they're just bored at work or whatever, and they're just thumbing through all of them, and they're not even watching the full 15 seconds. So I mean, a lot of the time that you'll have a short, you'll know basically who has watched the entire short, because most of the time they'll like it. And so I mean, it's minimal at best.
Yep. So I know I'm going to have Sean up here also. I'm going to share the stream throughout the night so people can come up and basically tell the jury what they think. I know Sean did an experiment with the live, so I will share the stream for Sean in just one moment. Natural State said he knows YouTube is going to push shorts. If them pushing a short does bring a few people to long form, then it's an added benefit. Nothing hurt. I do think that that's a good thing, but I just don't understand where in your analytics. The analytics is a big math problem, and the more subscribers with less watch time, the less retention you have, and it means your channel has less retention. So just right there, in the having 10,000 subs as opposed to 1,000 subs that watch 1 minute of your content, and then you have 5,000 subs that watch 15 seconds of your content, I think your analytics will drop. And YouTube does stress. Let me just see something here real quick with what I wrote down here. Here, this is Sean. I'll share the stream in 1 second, bud. Hey, PA Trapping. But it says YouTube Shorts are fantastic for getting exposure and growing subs. However, viewers interested in shorts will primarily be looking for shorts. If you want to grow your regular channel, your main goal should be to convert your shorts viewers into your main content viewers. So that's the issue, is converting the shorts viewer to your main content. Now, right after that, I wrote this one down. It says example. So this is word for word out of the YouTube content creator website. It says, let's say a viewer watches one of your shorts with 50,000 views. Instead of that viewer exploring your channel, YouTube will notice that they watched one of your shorts and potentially, and that's the key word, potentially recommend longer videos for them to watch. Now, that would be cool if they hit a short and then all of a sudden your long form is in their feed and your long form videos come up and they watch it. But we'll see.
Now, Ted, the one way that I could kind of make a comparison is you're trying to take a vegan and turn them into a steak eater.
Yeah. Glenn, subs do matter. Jersey Mike's is banging. John's just it's going to be one of them lives with John in it. John, you're on fire. Yes, you're right, Mr. Saying he's going to be on fire tonight. So we got 22 people in here. So let me before we go into any more, I want everybody to hear Sean's little, he did a test run.
Okay.
And he Let me see. Hold on. I can't talk and do. Okay, there we go. I can't talk and share stream at the same time. Sorry, guys. So there's the StreamYard link. Sean, if you want to come in, please feel free to join us. And I do want you to tell everybody about your experiment that you did. So we'll wait and see if Sean gets in here, and then I'll start hitting these points. Now, those 2 points right there was something that I definitely wanted to put out there first. And we are trying to convert the shorts viewer to long form. That's our main goal as viewers, or as content creators. I mean, let's see if Sean's in here. Sean, you there?
I am here. Can you see me?
I cannot see you.
Interesting.
Do you want to try to come out there? Okay, I see your symbol there. Maybe something. Maybe go out and come back in. I'm not sure. No more $5 footlongs. I've been testing them with my channel. Let's see. Let me remove him and then bring him back up. I guess he'll have to. I could hear you, Sean, but I can't see you, buddy.
Interesting, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to see if I can get access to my camera.
Okay, and I'm going to, if you want, I'll share the stream again. Sometimes you have to go all out of StreamYard and then come back in, and it may work for you. It does that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, he said the device is not connected now, so I think he's doing it. I've been testing them with my channel, and for me, they've definitely been beneficial. How have they been beneficial to you, Glenn? That's what we're trying to get at. Like, what did it do for you? Besides seeing the subs go up, has your retention or your view time went up?
Right, that's the thing. I mean, your subs may go up, but what is your retention time? What is your viewership of your long form videos? Are you seeing an increase in that? Are you seeing your watch hours go up because of having the new subs? Or are you just gaining subs and you're just stacking the numbers of the subscriptions, but that's not translating into actual views?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sean, how are you? Did you see John's comment on I should make a short on how to join live streams?
I didn't see that one, but that's funny.
All right, Sean, so you have the floor here. If you want to talk about your experiment, I think this will be really interesting for the viewers.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I mean, so the experiment that we ran, I was in a similar position to you. I had no idea if shorts were a good thing or not. And so what we decided to do was we ran an experiment on our channel where we published a short every day for 30 days. That was in October, 31 days. So we put a short out every single day in October to see what would happen to the channel. What I can tell you is that our subscriber numbers jumped significantly. And so really what it did was it exposed our channel to a whole bunch of people that normally didn't see our content. But what's interesting is since then, now I've had a month and a half to kind of look at what it meant to the channel, and our long-term subscribers, since we did that experiment, have dropped off significantly. So we are, prior to the shorts experiment where I was doing shorts, we were getting about 50 long-term subscribers a month, somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 long-term subscribers a month. Since I did the shorts experiment in October, now we are only getting about 10 to 15 subscribers a month. So what's happening is YouTube is no longer recommending our content to long-term subscribers or long-term viewers. They're only recommending it when I publish shorts. So I think it's actually been a detriment to the channel. I don't think it's been a good thing. And since then, our growth has pretty much stopped unless I publish a short. Now, interestingly enough, just this week, I published 2 shorts, and I haven't done it for quite some time. I haven't published any shorts since October. But just this week, I published 2 shorts, and instantly we gained another 15 subscribers. So, sure, if you're looking for numbers of subscribers to help your channel grow from a subscriber base, shorts are the way to go. But if you're looking to grow your channel with people who are actually going to view your long form content or are actually going to view your videos to make money, of course, some people are in it here to make some money. You're not going to get it from shorts. Now, we all don't know what that's going to mean in February when YouTube changes the short program and they actually start monetizing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you from our experience, it's hurt our channel for sure. There's no question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
let me make a comment on the whole monetizing the shorts thing. I mean, you did an experiment where you went from October 1st to the end of October, and how close did you get to 10 million views?
Not even remotely close.
Okay, so if in order for you to make money, because you know a lot of people are on here trying to earn a little bit of extra income. They're not trying to just do a video and not have any sort of return on it. And they're thinking that, okay, well, if I do this shorts thing, I'm going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of views, and I'm going to get up to up to the monetization of the shorts. Now, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 10 million views. So, you really have to change everything that you do, and you have to completely disavow long form and just do strictly shorts. And I still don't think you'll still get the 10 million views. I don't think you will. I think the only way that you're going to do that is if you hit that one viral short that goes completely viral, and that's going to be the time that you actually hit that 10 million.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I mean, we've been watching some people who have been posting shorts, particularly in the YouTube fishing community. A viral video for a fishing YouTube short is around 300, 500,000 views. If you get really lucky, I know a couple guys that got 350,000 views on a short. You're still a long, long ways away from 10 million. And, it's pretty tough, but the average, if you go out there and look, there's people getting 5,000 views. There's people getting 10,000 views on a short, maybe 15,000 views on a short. They're not getting anywhere close to that. So if you're relying on shorts for monetization, I agree completely with you. I don't think it's the way to go. The only benefit, Ted, that I saw, and I mentioned this in my summary, is if you're looking for sponsorships, if you're looking for those sponsors to reach out to you to give you stuff for free, the bigger your channel is, the more that you're going to get sponsors reaching out. We've already had 2 new sponsors reach out to us in the last month because we grew and are close now to 2,000 subscribers. That's the only benefit. But, to be honest, how many of those are out there that are actually going to reach out to you? I mean, if the long game for anybody is to be successful with their channel and be monetized and make money, I don't see shorts as being the way to do it. It's a really tough go.
Yeah,
it is.
I wanted to just read this, and this is also, like I said, I took everything word for word. I handwritten. I got 2 pages full of these little paragraphs that I took out of the YouTube Creator Studio, basically their website. It says any new subs that you generate for your channel, your channel shorts will by default resonate with your short form content. However, while shorts get you new subs, these same subs will only look at to see new shorts and not your longer videos. That's straight from YouTube what they're saying right now. It says, but, and then it contradicts itself a lot. It says, but if you enjoy making shorts and the content is related to your long form video, it might make sense to continue posting to your existing channel. Now, it seems to me when they're saying shorts in your existing channel that they're like separating those two, with shorts in your long form channel. So it's like that they're separated. When you combine them, I don't think they're meant to be combined, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that you put out a shorts channel to get exposure or whatever you want to do on the shorts, get your subs, get your your sponsorships or whatever you want to do. But the long form video is where you're going to make the money on. If you want to make money on YouTube and be successful, I think that's what most of the long term people are trying to do, is to get monetized and try to make some income, because it just feels good as a content creator to make $22 every 5 months. You know what I mean? Or whatever is.
I mean, Ted, I know that you've done this, and I don't know if Sean's done it or not, but I've tried making shorts out of my long form videos.
Yeah, we lost Sean's video, so hold on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so I have tried using the shorts maker with my long form to try and draw people into my long form. But but people don't watch the shorts that come from your long form. I can I can go out and I can walk out and I can take a 15-second video of something that has absolutely zero relation to anything that I'm doing, and then just throw some popular music behind it, and it'll hit 3,000 views. But if I take and I go and I do put some work and effort into the short, it won't even hit 100.
Yeah.
So, it's just the shorts viewer wants something that's mindless drivel that they can just sit there and scroll through.
Yeah. Hot chick, small top, slow. He keeps commenting. Mr. Flynn said that's what I've done. That's what I have done. Cut my long form to shorts to drive subs. Yeah. So I mean, if that's your goal to drive subs, then yeah, by all means, that's the shorts. There's the way to do it.
And if you have luck doing that, God bless you. But I haven't had any luck going down that road.
Yeah. Now, this is also from YouTube. It says 5 ways you can use your shorts as bounce-off points. And bounce-off points meaning using your shorts to bring people to your long form. It says, number 1, promote your regular channel. And this is shorts to promote your regular channel. There again, they're distinguishing a regular channel with a shorts channel.
Right.
Number 2 is to tease your audience. Number 3 is behind-the-scenes footage. Number 4 is create engagement on the fly, because shorts were made for actually the phones, the mobile apps and things like that. That's why they created shorts originally, so people could put out quick content without much thinking. They could just boom, boom, and get their content out there. And then number 5 is jumps on trends. So that's what you're hoping for. It jumps on a trend and boom, it goes viral. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I also put in there, should you make a separate shorts channel? What do people think in the chat? I mean, Sean, what do you think? Do you think you would ever make just a shorts channel? I think we lost Sean.
Yeah, I seem
Okay, I'm gonna get that off of there. I'm gonna kick him from the studio, but not in a bad way.
Right.
Okay, and see if he can come back in or whatever. But do you guys think you should make a shorts channel? And I see Al's in here. How are you, Al? Thank you for coming in. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do so and hit that like button. But I wanted to bring up. That's okay, Sean. If you want to try to get back on, that's fine. I'll share the link again here. But Al, I don't know if you want to come up here or not, but Al has a pretty interesting story. If not, Al, then I will. If you don't mind, I will share your story with the chat. But I'm sharing the stream again. And if anybody wants to come back up and talk about it, they're more than happy to. I don't have to unsubscribe from channels because of shorts, because I don't have any notifications on. Yeah, you don't get any notifications for shorts. It's just the shorts feed and they come up. It's like you don't get notified that somebody's putting out a short. There's Sean again. Okay. Let me get Sean back up here. All right, there you go, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yep, no problem. But Al, if you're in here, if you want to come up and share your story, so people can hear about it, or if you'd like me to talk about it, I can also do that, sir. So just let me know.
So one of the things while I was getting booted there, Ted, I noticed that there were some comments in the chat about it seems like we've made up their mind that they're a bad thing. I wouldn't say that I've made up my mind that it's a bad thing. I think it depends what you're after. If you're after subscribers and you're after sponsorships, then go for it. I mean, publish as many shorts as you want. You'll grow extremely fast. Somebody will take notice of you, and you'll get recognized as a successful channel a lot faster. My point is, if you're after long-term people who are going to view your content and generate revenue for you, and in that case, what I'm talking about is money on your videos, you're not going to get it from shorts. I just don't believe it's the case. So I think it's not that I'm against it. It's what you want for your channel.
I got you. Now, we got a very special guest here, my buddy Glenn. What's up?
I don't have much time, but
that's okay. I'm glad you came up.
So shorts have helped my channel. So I'll just give you kind of how I was worried about them, because it seemed like I took a dip in viewership on my long form.
Okay.
So I actually went and started listening to like the YouTube guy, Mr. Beast and some of them. And I realized a lot of it's doing everything. I just,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing, they weren't watching my long form simply because I wasn't being creative enough with thumbnails and titles. That's the number one thing.
Gotcha.
They started explaining how YouTube recommends change, and it changed my way of thinking about my long form content. So basically, it doesn't matter what size your channel is. Um, Basically, the way that your YouTube video will be put out is the first step they do is they recommend it to a certain percentage of your subscribers. And sorry if I'm out of breath.
No,
I've
that's
had,
okay.
I've had some heart conditions here lately, so
Okay.
um,
Well, that's not good. Hopefully everything's okay.
we're getting it worked out. But I just want to kind of touch on this because I hear talking about it. So they'll recommend your video to a certain percentage of subscribers. Now, you're going to get way more views on a video from non-subscribers than you do subscribers. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's just norm across YouTube. And they'll recommend it to a small percentage of non-subscribers, people that watch similar content. If your thumbnail and your title are not good enough to get your regular viewers or people that view that regular type stuff to click on it, then it slows down how much they do it. You've got to have something to get people to click on it right away. When they click on it, if that percentage is high enough, they'll start recommending it to more people. Now, the way that YouTube Shorts helped my channel is I started watching all my analytics and listening to everything. Is I try to see what's trending, kind of see what people are watching, and I put out stuff that's kind of similar. Now, I looked just earlier today, and the amount of subscribers I have is high from Shorts. I mean, it's really high. I've only lost 2 subscribers that subscribed to my channel over the last year because of Shorts. If they subscribed and they were short viewers, they haven't. Now, I've lost long form people, but those people losing aren't people that were quality to start with. They're people that got on my channel because I was on a live or because I was somewhere sub for sub, or they came on and ended up commenting on something, and I went to their channel and checked out a video, subscribed to their channel. Well, they got the subscription they wanted, and they eventually weren't interested in the content to begin with. They were just trying to get someone to subscribe. So I've just changed a lot of things. I won't go into anywhere that's a sub for sub deal like the James Gop guy. It's a bad idea. It's worse to go to places like that and get bad subscribers than it is from YouTube Shorts. Now, with the Shorts, the thing that I understand moving forward with Shorts is that there is a great drive. And so guys like Mr. Beast and them are even telling people that have main channels that are on TikTok to drop TikTok and go to the YouTube Shorts because he's on the inside. He kind of knows. So what they're going to do is to do it. Now, people always say if you watch Shorts, you don't watch anything else, right? Watching Shorts. Now, I'll tell you right now, I watch both. So what I've found is that a large portion of the people that are watching my Shorts are also watching some long form content. So just for example, I'll have some which I know that they're bad thumbnails when I put them up. I can't come up with a good thumbnail. I'm just hoping for the best. For a channel my size, if I have under 1,000 views on a video, that's a bad video for me. It irritates me. So, some of those ones, if I do a product review, it's horrible because I'm not a salesman. They don't do good. But a 200 view content on my channel is horrible. So what I've done is played with the thumbnail and the title. That's what does it. Now, I know earlier JJ was saying that the shorts where he does like a remix and then puts them up, they don't do good from his long form. I just put some up. I think I just put one up right before I got on this, and it's probably at 2,000 or 3,000 views. Now, I know that everyone's worried about killing their channel, and it sounds like he had a really bad experience in his 30-day YouTube short deal, and I hate that. But personally, for me, I think it's just a mix. It depends on if I don't know, maybe it's the content. I don't have an only fishing channel. I've got a variety, of stuff.
Yep. Same. That's same like mine. You have a different variety of things you
Yeah.
do on your channel.
But I do have people I know came from shorts that come over and comment, and I'll have just random, like, I don't even know where this subscriber came from. I'm like, where did this subscriber come from? And I realized later that it was a short that I had posted, and they watched a few of my long form. Now, they may not watch as much.
Yeah.
Now, I watch, and you were talking about the retention and stuff. Now, one thing that I've learned, so let's say I've got a video, and it's pretty much across the board on my channel. If I've got a video that only gets 200 views, that will automatically almost always have a higher retention, or a click-through rate. That's what they're really looking for, the click-through rate. So those, a lot of times I'll have a 10 or 15% click-through rate on those. The problem is they didn't get showed to as many people. Not as many people were doing it. The people that clicked on were probably guys like you and some other people that were watching a long portion of it, but it was just a smaller percentage of people that it got showed to. If it gets put out to the masses, I'm going to get more views on that video, but I'm not naturally going to have fewer people watching the entire thing. They're looking for highlights, which makes the click-through rate drop down. So if I've got a video that's got 5,000, views on it, my click-through rate may be 5%.
Gotcha.
So that hurts. So that's why getting long form subscribers from crappy places is way worse to me than what the YouTube shorts have been, for my personal experience. Now, that may not be for everyone, but I certainly wouldn't want to discourage anyone to not make them, unless you can see that it's definitely hurting the channel. It's helped my channel. Not only was now, if you're trying to get monetized and you need to hit 1,000 subscribers, it's a good way to get 1,000 subscribers, but you're going to struggle if you don't have good quality
watch time.
Get your watch time.
Yeah. Well, that's like. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ted, I've got to go. Somebody's trying to hack my YouTube account again, so I have to go work with Haley and try and fix this.
Okay.
So I'll try and come back.
All right, no problem, Jason.
Anyway, I don't know if I explained that very well or not, but for
that makes sense what you're saying.
For my channel, it's two separate things, and all for your monetization. Of course, they're only counting long form content. When you look at your overall watch time hours, you're going to see that the shorts boost that like your watch time's like way high because of shorts. But for me, it seems like, I was looking earlier today, and I've lost the highest percentage of subscribers that I've lost have been long formers. Now, some of them may have left because of the shorts I post. But one thing that I try to remember is that YouTubers are fickle. I mean, I do the same thing. If after a while I realize I'm not watching someone's content, or I really, really don't enjoy it, I unsubscribe, because I've got, hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions out there. And so I just unsubscribe because it's just too much of a load for me to try to watch and support all these channels. Now, maybe I shouldn't unsubscribe, just leave the subscription up there. I know I've got a lot of subscribers that have subscribed to my channel that never have watched it. So I think the most important thing on any of it is to be a little more. John from Small Water Charters, and then I'll let y'all have it. John from Small Water Charters is the absolute most creative guy that I've ever seen with his editing. And I'll tell you what's impressive about it. And you know this because you're typically a bass fisherman at heart. Bass fishing content does not get the views that a lot of other fishing content gets, because if someone wants to watch bass fishing, they can go watch Major League Fishing. They can go a lot of things. They watch these guys that are professionals competing in tournaments. So it's very difficult. That is the most difficult, in my opinion, just from experience on my channel. I lose subscribers if I post a bass fishing video. Every time. At least 2, they're gone. They don't want to. So if you're any good at what you do with bass fishing, you can get views of bass fishing, then you're a good creator. But not very many people that just do only bass fishing are going to climb like John does. So John's done as well as he has and has what he does. One, his personality, but two, his editing skills. And so look at his stuff compared to a lot of others people, it makes you want to click on it just because he's so clever at everything he does. And I think some people get on there just because of him and Lindy and not so much the bass. I don't know if they're even worried about the bass.
Well, that's like you were saying, Glenn, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like John, that's all he does is bass fish. Now he does crappie fishing too, but he has to be so creative with the bass so he can get the views. So that's why he does a bunch of different things, but he's only bass fishing, but he does every video is different. He has to do that to keep people interested, and he's one of the best at doing that. I agree with you.
Kind of wanted to be the, you know, the little other side of it, you know, someone that had a positive experience, because as I pull up all of my analytics and I can go, you know, go day to day where my views came from and different things like that, I can look at those views and it'll say, you know, well, I got these views, and I can directly correlate if I put a short out along with, which a lot of times I don't, but if I put a short out along with the long form content, that long form content will perform better for me almost every time than it does if I do not put a short out around that same time.
Okay.
It may just be I got lucky. I
gotcha.
Anyway.
Now, do you take clips out of your long form video and make shorts out of those?
I just started that, I think, yesterday, and I've put a couple and the first one I did, I think sometimes it's timing of when we release stuff. You know, here's what I found for my channel. I can post a video any day of the week and it will not perform very well for my channel. And if I post it on Tuesday morning, I will get more views on any long form content I do. I've posted every day of the week at every time frame there is, and have found that every video I post on a Tuesday morning does better for my channel than any other time. And sometimes I think that's just figuring out what audience you have. And then, you know, I was stuck like, I'm going to post on this day. Well, my videos weren't doing very good. So I just started changing days until I found the highest percentage of people for some reason were available on Tuesdays. And my, you know, I thought Tuesday was an odd day, but apparently it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I even look at my analytics and see where the darker purple is, and I've posted on those days and it hasn't done well, and I posted before the darker purple when there was hardly anybody on, and I got more views on my channel from that. So I don't even know where to go look to even get a first impression of where you should be posting, what time and what day.
I just started taking notes of when I posted what videos, you know, and I would have a video I've got one hunting video on that I think, I mean, I don't know, I got lucky because it's not very good, to be honest with you. I mean, I struggled at getting any real good footage, and it has performed better than some that I thought would do really good. And it simply do with one of them I ended up posting it. I want to say it was either a Sunday or a Monday. And I really thought, well, it's not going to matter when I post this thing's going to do good. It didn't perform horrible, but it didn't do that. So to me, for my channel anyway, when I've noticed a drop in things and stuff, from long form subscribers most of the time. Now, Bogley said he'll unsubscribe if you post too many, and Chris, please don't unsubscribe if you're subscribed to my channel for me posting. But you know, for me, the reason I've lost has been my own fault of posting bad videos. Poor audio, which I found that people will forgive you for a little bit of poor quality in your, you know, filming portion, but not in your audio. Poor audio will kill your video. And I've had people unsubscribe. People unsubscribe because I started trapping. You know, they hated the trapping. So to me, it's more of my content that tanks. So if I'm going through a period where I'm doing something that a lot of the people that subscribe to my channel weren't that interested in, I'll start noticing a significant drop off. The catfishing community unsubscribes a lot of the time from my content when I'm deer hunting. The deer hunting community unsubscribes from my channel a lot of the time when I'm doing a lot of fishing. The trapping community, they like it all. I don't lose many trappers, but I don't trap enough to have a big following. I lose everybody else when I trap. I lose everybody when I bass fish because everyone joined for other reasons. So why the people are there and what they originally I think what they originally subscribed for is way more important than anything else. And
Mm-hmm.
all of the stuff I've heard has been positive, that if you're going to get into YouTube shorts, get into them now, because they are going to do everything they can to drive people to your long form. I mean, you got to think, some people don't do. Here's what I look at. The average age of the people watching my channel,
Mm-hmm.
the 30-year-olds to the 60-year-olds,
Mm-hmm.
they watch both. So if I'm going to lose subscribers, my long form, if someone comes in and they came in because it was a short,
Mm-hmm.
and I start watching, a lot of time it's the 18-year-old group that came in because of the shorts. And then once they start posting a lot of long form and not any shorts,
they go away. Yeah.
They go away. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm noticing. I'm trying to watch how that does. Now, here's the same thing. Matt said it earlier, and John said it. John said sometimes we overthink all this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying not to overthink it. And then Matt said he's doing it for fun. And that's ultimately what it's got to be. If you don't enjoy what it is, if you get too serious about it, I think that you kill it. There's so much pressure on yourself that you kill your own channel just by, I've got to put this out. Now, I got hot and heavy into putting any content I could out because, I was trying to boost, I've been trying to boost my watch time and stuff like that. But moving forward, most of our content is going to probably be better content than what we've done in the past. But anyway, I've talked way too much. I've just rambled.
No, that's good information. I appreciate you coming up and giving us your points of views.
I get off here, y'all tell me how wrong I am and everything. I'm completely fine. And
I'm trying to figure it out myself. I'm listening to everybody so I could sort of make a judgment call on what everybody is saying. That's why I wanted to do this live.
I hate to hear anyone, that has a period of time where something's struggling. And I've been talking to 2 or 3 other content creators that you'll know for sure, Ted, or at least 1 or 2 of them. And, we've been helping each other back and forth, trying to figure out, what's the best options, what do we need to adjust on. So we're watching each other's channels to see what's going to perform well and what's not, and what we can feed off of, like what did you do that time where. So,
hey, Shane.
Anyway. Hey, I'll get off, and I appreciate it. And
no problem. Good. Thank you for your input. I really appreciate it. There were a lot of good points that you hit there that made me think a little bit too about it. So that's the reason why I wanted to have this, so everybody can just throw their opinions out there and we can learn off each other and take do whatever you want to do according to whatever everybody says in a live. You know what I mean?
Well, I tried to ramble as quick as I could, so I didn't have to be on here any longer.
No, you did good. No, you're more than welcome anytime.
Definitely.
It'll probably be the last live you see me on for a while, so y'all have a good one.
Well, I appreciate you coming in mine.
Well, I'll be in some lives. I just won't be on here.
Okay.
All right,
I'll take it. Take care. Hey, Mr. Flint.
Hey, Ted, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great.
Well, there's a lot of info around the shorts, and I really appreciate this episode because I've been bouncing this around because I watch Angling Spiders. I watched their full episode on the shorts and how they did it a month, and I've been looking at analytics, and honestly, I'm conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Is it helping me or is it not? I put out a short on Sunday last week. It was 9 seconds long. Mm-hmm. I got 65,000 hits on it, and I got over 100 subscribers. But I lost about 20 of those subscribers within, a couple of days.
Yeah.
So I got 80 to 90 subscriber positive, on the subscriber count. But my watch hours are not where they should be for, I think I'm over 750 right now. I'm only been in this for a little over a year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what I started doing is I started doing a little research, and what I think is important, and you read it right off the YouTube creators portion there. If you can take what you're going to post in your long-term form and tease in a short what's coming up on Wednesday, if you can tease it on a Sunday, view it on a Wednesday, the long term, I think that is the approach that the shorts should, for me, I think that's the approach I'm going to take in the future with the shorts.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
There's, you can put short out and then long term, but, I think teasing it just like you do in mass media, that's what you get in a commercial. That's what we've been trained through mass media for all these years.
That's what I based my channel off of, and what you just said right there. Like what I read for, and I think is what you were talking about was the 5 ways you can use shorts as bounce off points for your channel, and it's promote your regular channel, tease your audience, behind the scenes footage, create engagement on the fly, and then jump on the trends, obviously, for something to go viral.
Yeah.
And that's the 5 points.
I think you hit on it perfectly, Shane. But and it's funny because I started this out by saying that the shorts experiment probably hurt us a little bit. But, that being said, we're still doing shorts. I just published 2 shorts this week. And interestingly enough, the change that I made when I did the 31 shorts in October, those were just random shorts right out of our old content. I just pulled them out of old videos. I made them from old content, and I threw them out there to see what would happen. This week was totally different. This week's 2 shorts were a preview of the video that came out today.
There you go.
And I had people commenting, can't wait to see the video on Saturday, can't wait to see when this video comes out. So I think you're exactly right. When you put those shorts out and you're referencing your future content, your longer form content, and you're saying, video is going to come out on Saturday, or, check out the next episode. I think that's where the benefit is. And we had this video that just came out today was the most successful long form video that I've had in probably 3 months because of some of that. So there's definitely a place for it. And we're going to continue to do them as much as they've been a challenge, but I think you got to use them in the right way, and figuring out how to use them in the right way is probably the way to go. But what I'm not going to do, and I guess this is what I was trying to say before, I'm not going to publish a short every single day that has nothing to do with content that I'm creating on the channel. It's not going to be random stuff just to get a short out there, because I just don't think some of that is to the benefit of the channel. I guess that's what I was trying to say before.
Yeah, and that goes with like when they were saying about the more people you get in front of your channel being on a shorts feed, that it could bring somebody to your long form. It'll put your video in their feed, the long form video. But it said potentially. That's where YouTube is never straight up and tell you exactly what they're doing. You know how that is.
Yeah.
And they say potentially they could put it in that feed for that person if they watch one of your shorts. So potentially is the big word, the key word there. You hope that they put that in front of the people that are watching the shorts to bring them over. When they started doing that, when I go back in like my old videos and I'll make a short out of my old video, which I actually stopped doing that because of what you said. I want to try to tease my next video, like try to do that commercial, and then right before I catch the big fish, stop the short. You know what I mean? So then they got to come and look at the long form. Now, what I was doing on my old videos was I was doing that, and then in my short I would put subscribe to watch full video. Okay, to try to get them to watch my full video if I was doing something from an old video before. Because I believe Shane's right. Like, if you're going to be promoting your upcoming, you really can't say subscribe to watch the full video, because when they go to watch it, it's not there yet. But when you're teasing it for the next one and you're saying coming out on 12/15 or whatever, that's a good thing. But what I did with my old video was I was trying to bring them back to that video. So I would say subscribe to watch full video. I don't know how many subscribers, like I can't figure out who, like how Glenn was saying he notices that he gets people from shorts. I don't know how you know that you're actually getting the people from the shorts unless they tell you they're from your shorts feed, because in your analytics, it doesn't say anything about your subscriber and where they come from. Like they'll say feed and like, your YouTube feed or whatever, but you don't really exactly know. I wish there was something in your analytics that would show you people coming from the shorts feed to your long form. I wish there was some kind of analytic that said that.
Well, Ted, I think
it would make it a lot easier.
If you click on your short and hit analytics, it will tell you how many subscribers you've got from that short.
Yeah, but I'm saying just from that short. But I want to see what subscribers watch my long form.
Oh yeah. That.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can tell who's coming from your shorts. Like one video, I got 56 subscribers or something like that. I had like 23,000 views. It was me just shooting a gun. It took me like 3 seconds to make the short, and I got all this stuff. And it seems like the less time you put into a short, the more views you get. It's like, it drives me nuts because I'll sit there and try to figure out, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to put this in there, this little GIF, this, that. It looks really good. I put it out and I get 80 views on it. But if I'm walking down the street and I see a deer jump over a fence and I video that for 10 seconds and I put it up there, I get 5,000 views in an hour. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's just it drives you crazy.
Yeah, the short I put out that got 65,000 views. Gary from Gary's Fishtails put it out. He got 200 views.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it just makes no sense, right?
no, not at all. Not at all.
Exact same footage. I just copied it and said I'm going to try and see if I can get it to trend.
Yep.
So,
yep.
yeah.
So I don't know. So it says the benefits of shorts, and I got this right off of the thing. It says you don't need much equipment to do a short because you can use your mobile device.
Sure.
You can create accessible content. Convenience and ease of use, and that's, you know, society today. They want the easiest thing they can do, and that's what they're doing.
Yep.
So you don't have to sit there and make your edits in your long form. It's just too easy to put out a 15-second video. And then it says huge potential audience. YouTube has 774.6 million active users on just the iPhone and iPad alone. So when you're using the mobile app for your shorts, it could potentially go into 800 million people. Do you know what I mean? So there is a potential for all that. But then again, there's the key. Potential. Is it your title, your hashtags, your thumbnail? You got to hit that perfect. And when I do a short, to be honest with you, I don't really pay attention. I'll put out what it's about. I don't try to catch people. I don't try to say, okay, look at this. When I put out, I just did a short. My dad's in here right now. A short, my dad, I put the most interesting man in the world. That's what I put out for my dad today. And I got him we were shooting during deer season. He was walking to the target, and I put on it and it said, he's the life of the party and he's not even at the party. If he punches you in the face, it'll be hard not to thank him. And then it says Shark Week. Sharks make a Shark Week of him or something like that. Yeah. And I got 1,000 views in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it took me 3 minutes to make it. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do. It had something to do with my channel because it's in my video because it's shooting. But how far do people go with, like, I think people can stray from their original content. I want to try to keep it about my channel and do things related to my channel. Like, you know, family events, like something funny, like Theo skated the other day and he fell. So I put he gone and I put him in the video and boom, he fell. So that was family related. That was sort of like, it relates to my content. So I do that. But just putting out something random that has nothing to do with it, I don't think that helps at all.
Yeah. I think Glenn hit on the key though. And I've learned this now being in this just for a little bit, but your thumbnail and your title will go a long ways on your long form content. I started, making special thumbnails probably early midsummer, and I started getting those 1,200 and 1,000, 1,500 views per video. And, from 1 to 200 to 300, those thumbnails and the right title makes a difference.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. So if you can combine the shorts the right way, like
with
the keys and everything, and with the right thumbnails, it should, right? As you said, they keep using the word the potential with YouTube because they're salesmen too, right? You could start to see things climb and grow. You should be able to do that. I mean, the key is if you're in the fishing business, catch fish that people want you to see to catch, right? That's it.
I do agree with Glenn though about the bass because everybody can go out there and bass. There's so much bass content. Bass is the money fish. That's what tournaments are all based around bass fishing. There's so much content out there. You really got to be really good at what you're doing or really have something unique to really blow up bass fishing. Like, I'm okay with me just slowly growing. I don't need to grow 10,000 subscribers tomorrow. I'm okay with getting my 50 to 70 a month or whatever I'm getting right now slowly. Because I believe that I retain more of the subscribers that way. I really do. Even though the shorts make my subscriber number go up, it just, to me, it doesn't seem like that subscriber number going up does anything for my channel. It really doesn't. Now, Al's in here, and he can't come up, but he had a negative effect on his channel. He did a short, and he got 10,000 subscribers from the short. Okay? Now, this is Al's Outdoors. He's in here right now. He'll tell you. He had so many negative comments on his video for trapping bobcat and things like that. He was getting death threats to his family.
What?
And he
Yeah,
had
that's
to
crazy.
remove a few thousand subscribers, and also YouTube removed people from him because of the stuff that they were saying to him. So it can definitely affect your channel in a negative way, and by no means do I want any of that on my channel.
Yeah, agree.
So
You know,
Crazy.
yeah, the whole thing I'm trying to
Hey,
do with my
Laughing Cat.
channel, yeah, within the next year is, I do these free fishing tournaments. I want to
here-
promote them.
here's
I want to
Al
get
right
people.
there.
Yeah, 12 death threats. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just trying to promote my channel to get some sponsorship to help support my free fishing tournaments. I want to
got
do
you.
these free fishing tournaments. I think people are gravitating to them.
It's an
fun.
awesome thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I'm not in it for the money, or
Yep.
I'm negative already. Trust me. But
Yeah, well, it, and I, of course, everybody wants to make money doing YouTube, okay? But we're not going to become rich off of it. What we want to do is we want to get a few sponsors that supports our habit, basically, like a bait sponsor. I would love to get a fishing rod sponsor or something. That I want to get sponsors with the stuff that I use for fishing. Like right now, I got Vector hooks and I got Angler tungsten. Well, you know how expensive tungsten weights are. So I'm buying that stuff already. So why not go for them, and they give me 25-40% off at times, so I'm already spending my money there, so why not get the discount off of it? That's how I look at it, to do things
yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
so, and
Do
that's
you
what
guys
I'm looking for.
Do you guys get the tax breaks like we do up here in Canada, Ted, if you get monetized?
I don't get no tax break for that here now.
No.
That sucks.
But if I could use your address and throws that in there, I can use your address and get a tax break. I'll surely do that.
And if it'll give you a tax break, I'll even help you.
To be honest with you, that was the whole reason I wanted to get monetized. It had nothing to do with making money, because as we all know, once you get monetized, I mean, you're making a cup of coffee a week. It's a small amount of money. But here in Canada, because you're generating self income, you get to claim that as a tax break. So now all of my fishing is tax deductible.
That's awesome. Because it's a business.
Because it's a business. I'm running a business, right? And I'm generating income. So all of the expenses I have, every single thing related to fishing is tax deductible, which if you're in one of those places where that works, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Now, my wife is actually a accountant and things like that. Like, she's into that stuff, so she probably would know something like that, or like find some kind of the loophole or whatever there is that you can use or for tax breaks or something. But I haven't talked to her about any of that yet. But I'm sure she would know if there's something that we could use here.
Or maybe you just register your YouTube channel as a business in the U.S. We don't have to do that here, but you could register it as a business in the U.S. and then it's all a tax break.
Yeah, and I know there's something. My wife did mention something about a hobby break, like a hobby tax break, also. So maybe that's something sort of related to it. I'm not.
I'd look
100%
into it, because there's
sure.
a mass. I mean, I made way more money off my tax breaks last year than I did off of YouTube. Not even close.
Yeah, but it helps. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
everything you can do. Take the advantage and do whatever you can to do that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Ted, if you haven't registered as an LLC, you need to think about it, because I just registered as an LLC. That's where you get your tax breaks.
Okay.
So Painful Outdoors is a company now,
Okay.
and it costs you a couple $100 to do that, but in the long term, you get to write off all your expenses for buying cameras, fishing gear, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
Now,
I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, you need to look into that.
I will. What I'm trying to do too eventually here is my logo. My ears, my rack's coming out of my ears right now. But my logos, I want to sort of trademark my logo. Because I had like an artist do it for me and stuff like that. So I don't want nobody to take it. But when I looked into that, it's a couple thousand bucks, man. And I'm like, and then it's like, okay, if you just want to trademark my color logo, then you got to add on if you don't want anybody doing it in red, green, orange. I'm like, Jesus, and you got to pay for each of that. I'm like, it's a lot of money. So it's really tough, to even trademark your logo.
Yeah.
So, but
well, hey Ted, I'm going to jump off here. Thanks for letting me chat with you guys.
Yeah, it was
and
a pleasure.
appreciate the live tonight.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate
Good
you
to see
being
you, man.
here. Thank you. So, Sean, when we were talking about like thumbnails on your long form, I found in the YouTube creator and I don't know how to do it. Don't ask me how, but it says thumbnails should be used to add extra views to your shorts. Do you know how to make a thumbnail for your shorts?
I do make a thumbnail for my shorts. I
Do
do
you
it in,
use the computer, or do you?
yeah,
Because I can't do it on my phone. I can't do it on my
no, I
mobile
don't use
device.
my phone. So the ones that I publish directly from my phone, they
Okay.
don't have a thumbnail, but the ones I do on my computer, which is most of the shorts that I do, then I add a thumbnail, and it actually does seem to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because YouTube, it'll pick one of three pictures, and it's not always the best one that you want for your short.
Yeah. You get the top of your head or your eye or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, I
I
was just
tried it.
curious about that because I don't do much on my computer, but I was thinking about doing my shorts on the computer. I mean, it's so easy on your phone. You know, when you're out
Yeah,
doing something, you catch something, I can post it right there and then. But I might try on my computer and doing some thumbnails because it does say it can increase views on your shorts
yeah, and the
if you
other
do
thing you
that.
can do is you can publish the short from your phone, but put it on a schedule so that it doesn't publish right away. I mean, if you want to hold it, and then when you get on your computer, you can add the thumbnail before it actually publishes.
Yeah,
I've done
I
that
got
before.
you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've already done like thumbnails for my long form, and then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't like that thumbnail, so I would hurry up and change it before it would publish. You know what I mean? Like on my YouTube channel, the long form.
Yeah.
So, um, and then and there's another one here that I wanted to just read to you guys. It says YouTube maintains entirely separate watch histories of shorts versus traditional long form videos. So shorts do not have any algorithm influence on what your long form videos YouTube may or may not recommend to you. Now that sort of contradicts what it said about, but if you enjoy making them, that it could potentially put your long form in their short feed. But then right there it says that YouTube entirely separate, watch history of shorts versus traditional long form videos. So shorts do not have any algorithmic influence on what long form videos YouTube may or may not recommend for you.
I don't know if I believe it, but I guess there's more to be done on this, and more investigation. But like I said, when we did ours, it seemed like our long format was being recommended less after that month of shorts. So, I mean, I hear what they're saying. This whole thing is an experiment right now, and I'm glad you're doing this, Ted, because I think
I
it's an
appreciate
important topic.
it. Yeah, it is.
I mean, we're all kind of going through this and trying to figure it out at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, but what I think, and I said it in my video about shorts, it's not going away. And in fact, I think YouTube's investing even more money in them just because there's so many people that are, that have that shorter attention span. They want that quick content,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going anywhere. So, whether you love them or not, I think if you're a YouTube content creator, you're going to have to adapt
You're gonna
yourself to
have to do
figure
it.
out a way to use them in some way.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. It's just that it drives me crazy trying to figure out how to use them right now. You know what I mean? Now, what do you think? Like, what do you think about when YouTube? I guess this year, the beginning of the year. Do you have any idea what they're doing with the YouTube Shorts? I hear different things. Like, for me to get paid for a short, you have to have X amount of views, and I see it out there everywhere, 10 million views, which I don't think they're going to be able to. I think they're going to have to adjust that somewhere if they want to compete and beat TikTok or whatever. I think they're going to have to give some people money per 1,000 views or something like that. It's going to have to be something like that. But what I heard was if I make a short and you make a short, okay, and we're both in the feed, and they play my short, and then where they're going to put the advertisements is not in your short, but they're going to put it after your short, in between shorts. And if somebody watches my full short into that ad, I get credit for that. Now, when they go through my short, watch the ad and into your short, you don't get credit for the advertisement that's behind you. You only get credit for the advertisement that's in front of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to what I heard, but I agree with you. I mean, I've been reading on this, and it was even mentioned before, this 10 million views mark. There's not enough people that are going to have 10 million shorts views that they can make that the payment option. I'm with you. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're going to reevaluate that, and I think there's going to be other ways that they make payments off of these things that don't have anything to do with 10 million views. I
Yeah.
think they're going to have to do something else. But time will tell, I suppose. and we'll see. What I heard the 10 million views was for was monetization,
I heard
not
that too.
for you getting paid as a creator, but in order to get monetized, your shorts had to have 10 million views in a year, and that
And
would
watch time.
monetize in watch time.
Yeah.
That would get you monetized. So I think people are confusing the 10 million thing. I think the 10 million is more related to monetization. I think once
I
you're
agree with you
monetized,
too.
I think they're coming up with something else.
Yeah. Now I see now because I got an email, and what it did was, you know how you have to have your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours. Well, to get monetized coming up, I think at the beginning of the year, it's the 10 million views or the 4,000 watch hours or 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I think you still have to have your watch hours, but you need either the 1,000 subscribers or the 10 million views to get monetized coming up. Now, I wanted to mention also that Al's Outdoors, he got all them subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. He's not monetized yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's
He's still not monetized because of the watch time.
Yeah.
So you have 10,000 subscribers. He don't have the 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
So that
and
to
at
me
some point, this is the thing. Like I said, it's for sure it's going to get you the subscriber base you need. But if you're looking to get that watch hours, it's an extremely hard thing to do. And at some point, you're going to have to make some long form content, or you're going to have to be putting out so many shorts that people are just watching them constantly once they allow that for the monetization piece. I don't know. It's a tough way to go, but no, it's an interesting thing. And I look forward to seeing how this goes in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't really care at this point. I mean, I think other people have said it. We're just out here having fun. We're going to keep fishing and keep making content. And no matter how YouTube changes the rules, we're just going to keep putting out videos. So it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting to play with it a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything in terms of the content we're creating. And I think most of the people I talk to, that's how they are. They're still doing what they're doing and hoping that they continue to see that growth. And I agree with you. I would rather get 50 subscribers a month that are a bit longer term than 200 subscribers that are only watching my shorts.
Yes, I that's how I am. Now, like, I don't know. It's just that I don't know. I don't want to say that, like, there's people that are, I don't want to say even real YouTubers and get anybody ticked off at me or anything, but the shorts, I believe, are just totally different than your long form. You know what I mean? Like a YouTube creator, you're creating something that you have to get your content. Then you got to go sit in your studio or in your computer and you got to edit your content. You do a lot of work for a video. And I think the shorts sort of takes away from the creativity and all the hard work that goes into it that people are putting long form out. I don't want to say in a negative way, but it's just a whole nother field to me. You know, there's long form and there's short form.
Yeah.
Doing both, I do believe that you said you're going to have to adapt, you're going to have to incorporate. And that's why I put out 3, maybe 5, at the most 5, maybe a week. Okay. I don't put out 5 a day. I don't do like the create 5 or create them until you get a number 1 and then you let the number 1 sit and let it ride for a while to get the views. I mean, I've heard that, and Al has told me that too. Like a lot of people don't know that, but if you're creating shorts and you do one, you keep doing them until you get a number 1. Once you get a number 1, you're supposed to stop posting and let that ride out for a while and then do it again, all over again. I just don't want to make shorts like that. I want to do a short that promotes something for my channel, like an advertisement and tease. That's what I want to do in the future. But if I catch something good that's a little bit off the wall, I will put that on.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not worried about, okay, all these subscribers, because like I said, the subscribers don't, to me, I don't care how my subscribers are. I want people to watch. So I got my monetization, you know, I'm fine with that. Now it's just a matter of getting my retention and my views up, my long-term views up. Now, in when I get paid by YouTube, my goal is to get that payment threshold of $100. I want to get that up to $100 or a little bit more, so I get paid every month just for my videos. I don't want any donations to be included in that. If anybody gives me donations, super chats, and all that stuff, I want to make the money on just my videos, and I want to break that $100 threshold a month just on my videos. And if I do that, then I know I'm guaranteed the money. And then anything like donations, super chats, super stickers, super thankses, anything like that, that's just extra.
Yeah.
But my goal is to make that $100 threshold with my long form videos. That's what my goal is.
Yeah, that's a good goal, man. I mean, no, and I'm sure you'll get there eventually. I mean,
Yeah.
It's how long it takes to get there and the patience that people have to get there. I mean, I think the biggest challenge right now is there's a lot of people that just want to get there instantly and they want to get that gratification right away.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think there's just too many people that don't realize that the bulk of YouTube channels out there aren't those mega successful ones that have viral videos that instantly get popular. It takes a lot of work, as we all know. I mean, you and I have been doing this for a number of years already, and you got to put in the work and you got to put in the effort. But if you continually do that, you will continue to grow. You'll continue to see that growth in your channel, and you'll continue to see the growth in your monetization. So I think it's there. And I'm just interested to see how this whole shorts thing plays out in the long run.
And that's what I want to.
Yeah, it's a big deal. But anyways, it's great. I was happy I could jump on and provide.
I appreciate having you.
I'm going to run here. I got to go pick up Kieran from work. So, it's great that we could chat, and look forward to chatting with you again in the future there, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to look. I'd like to do something with you in the future, a project or something. So we'll have to get together and do something in the future. All right, Short. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Thank you, Becca. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Becca Mudtramp just gave me a super chat. Thank you very much, Becca. I appreciate that. I'm going to share the link again. If anybody wants to come up and join me on the panel. There's a few more things that I want to read off here that I got from the YouTube creators. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to post it right now and share it in the chat. Boom. Thank you very much, Becca. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. And I wrote everything down. I got a bunch of paperwork here that I tried to get some points off. And like I said, this is what YouTube's saying. And John said it. You don't believe everything that YouTube says. But it says YouTube Shorts to promote and grow your channel. Every time you put a short in it's an opportunity for your content to get a view, and that view could turn into a channel subscriber or someone who engages with your main channel content. I get that. Then it says shorts won't hurt a channel's performance because they can likely increase a channel subscription once viewed. As more people engage with your shorts from content, those clips can act as an ad of sorts for your main channel, which can help you reach more users in front of more people. So and that's what I want to do. I want to use that as a teaser. And here comes Doc. Let's see if he's up there. There he is. Hey, Doc. How are you, buddy?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think about the shorts? And what do you? Because I know we talked a little bit about it last night on John's live. You're always in on. You switch back and forth on. John's Small Water Charters or Coastal Fevers live. Guys, if you haven't seen John's live or Coastal Fevers live, it's every Friday at 8 o'clock. Go check them out. They're always fun live. So, but yeah, give me your opinion on what you think.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing that Angling Spiders did, where I just I started posting one like every day for about a month, and I gained a decent amount of subs from it, but didn't. You're not going to get the watch hours from it at all, because they're short form content.
I'm throwing.
That's right, Glenn. I do.
Are you a doctor?
Yeah, Friday night's the fun night, man.
It is the fun night. It is.
Yeah.
He lets us.
After working all week, it's time to unwind.
And there goes John right there. He lets his hair down with us. So yeah. So what did you get out of that? Like, what did you think? Like, what's your opinion on a short? Like, if it is it? I don't want to put you on the spot and say is it good or bad?
That's fine.
I don't think any of us have the answer. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think anybody has the answer on whether or not they're good or bad. I don't think YouTube has the answer on whether or not they're good or bad if you're a long form content creator or not. Because it's such a new thing to YouTube. I repurposed my content. I didn't make, I had a couple that I made. There was like 2 that I made, and I just kind of happened, one of them was that, G-Wagon that was on fire when I happened to be down there in Miami. I was like, okay, this is like, too crazy not to post up on there.
Yep. How did that short
you know,
do, by the way? I didn't. How did that short do?
It about like 2,000,
Okay. Okay.
And but I mean, I get why, because it just it doesn't really have anything to do with my channel. It's a car on fire on the 836, down in Miami, which doesn't have anything to do with fishing.
Now, do you think, Doc, if it would be a different channel posting that it would have done better than being on your channel?
Absolutely.
If
I think if it was
okay.
I think if it was like a shorts content creator that constantly posted that sort of thing, more of the entertainment style stuff, more of the lifestyle stuff, things like that's constantly posting shorts, I think that thing probably would have blown up like crazy. I mean, it's $160,000 car engulfed in flames.
Gotcha.
Probably one of the best shorts that I put up there was just I repurposed a whole bunch of stuff. I just went back to some of my videos and just kind of cut little pieces, threw them out there, posted a short, and I kind of did. I found if I posted around like 6 p.m.
Okay.
With the shorts, I was getting more traction when I posted them at 6 p.m. than at any other time. And I was posting them at like 6 p.m. every day. It didn't really matter which day, except for the weekends. I noticed on the weekends, didn't get much traction on the ones that I posted on the weekends.
Okay. And I think that happens because everybody's fishing and doing outdoor things on the weekends because they work all week. That's why I don't really post too much on the weekends, because fishermen, hunters, outdoorsmen, they're doing what they want to do on the weekends.
That's when we're out doing our thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But, one of the ones that I did, it was just, it was a slow-mo release of a peacock bass, and it got almost like 10,000, and I gained a bunch of subs off of it. But just like everybody else, they're there and then they're not there, the subs would drop off. So, I mean, for me, I don't know, like it was worth it to gain some subs, but in the long run, when you're trying to get the monetization, you need the watch hours. So, for me personally, I'd rather concentrate on the long form content rather than the short form content. I like shorts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they're cool. I think they have their place. But I enjoy doing the long form content more than the short form content. And I get where YouTube's going with it. They're trying to compete with TikTok. They're actually, it's actually been stated that they're trying to get the TikTok creators over to YouTube because of what they're getting ready to do with the monetization and everything with the YouTube shorts. They're trying to get them over because in terms of like shorts creators and like the TikTok people, I guess YouTube is actually offering more money in the long run, because they're talking about doing the ad starting in January, I believe January or February. I believe it's February that they're going to roll it all out. They're going to be doing the ad, and you're going to get ad revenue shares like you do with long form content on the shorts. And they're offering more of a split, so to speak, than TikTok is. But another thing that YouTube's doing too is with the shorts, they also have to pay the record labels that you're getting the music from. So even though you can use the copywritten music on your shorts, if that short is monetized and you're making money off that, you're only going to see probably like a 40% return on it rather than a 50%.
I didn't even think of the music. Yeah, I didn't even think of the music in there. So that was a good point you made there.
Yeah, because they're gonna give obviously they got to give the record labels their cut. So if you're using copywritten material on those shorts, you're gonna see a little bit dip in your ad revenue on the shorts. And then like you guys were talking a little bit earlier, you nestled up two of them already.
Yeah, one's my spitter. One's my spitter.
Oh,
Chris
okay.
said he's
Well-
waiting. He's waiting me to drink from my spitter. Whichever.
Yeah,
one
don't
happens.
forget which one it is. Yeah, the thing about the 10 million views,
Yeah.
that's to from what I've read and what I've understood, that's to reach the monetization level. Like you
Gotcha.
can get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or like 1,000 subscribers and 10 million views in 90 days on a
Yeah.
YouTube short, and
I
then
saw
boom,
that.
you're monetized. And you're monetized on both sides. You're monetized on your long form, and you're monetized on your short form. So, you know, at 10 million views is a tall in 90 days. That's a tall task. But
Yes.
you know,
I don't know.
especially
I know. Reef Robber did a lot of shorts this past couple months, and I don't think he's anywhere near a million views. He might be. He might have a million.
Yeah, and it, you know, I think for our content, you know, that we do in the fishing and the hunting and the trapping in our community, I just don't know if like we're posting that kind of thing, if it's gonna get those kind of views.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think, my personal opinion, that the YouTube Shorts is more of an entertainment platform. You know, like Shane was saying, you know, his got a ton of views. What do you say, like 10,000 or something like that? Or he gained, I forget what he said, but you know, it was something funny. It was him, you know, whacking Gary in the head.
Yeah.
You know, that's and I've seen that on the shorts that I've posted. If it's just me kind of if it was me just repurposing a video, me catching a fish, even if it was a big fish, or even if it was you know, something cool like a destination, like fishing out on Okeechobee or fishing headwaters or something like that, it got a couple thousand, but didn't really gain much traction. But when I posted something that was a little bit more entertaining, like the peacock bass, where I was just releasing it, and it just happened to be a really pretty peacock, and it was in slow motion, and I got lucky with the way the fish kicked back, and the water came right to the camera, and so like you get this slow motion boom right into the camera. That was cool. And then I had a snakehead where, I mean, the wake on this thing just coming up, and when I edited the video, I did a camera shake with it, and the music, I sunk the music up with it. And even in that short, even though never in that short do you see me actually catch the snakehead. It was just the wake, and then the hook set, and then the camera shake, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And it got like 5,000 views, like that.
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah, that was a good one because you see the snakehead hitting it and bam, like the blow up type deal. Yeah, that's a good. I like that.
yeah, but you never saw the fish. You never
Yeah.
see it. You know,
Yeah, it's weird how shorts work. Like I said, sometimes you spend time and really think that you have a good one, and it gets 80 views. And there's times where you spent 3 seconds in getting it and put it up, and it gets 10,000 views or 5,000 views.
oh yeah, like
It's crazy.
I was watching the NASCAR race at Richmond when Ross Chastain rode the wall, and it was one of the craziest things ever to happen at NASCAR at Richmond. And I mean, I'm a NASCAR fan and everything, and I literally rewound it. I was like, oh my God, this would make a great short. Nobody's posted it yet. I'm going to throw it up there. It's got to blow up. And, you know, nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing. You know?
Yep. I don't get it. Like I said, I think and YouTube won't put out facts like of what you need to do and what you it's like they're always leaving you guessing, and I think that's the whole purpose of it, because if they don't leave you guessing, then they're not going to make money off of it. You're going to make more money than them off of it. That's what I believe.
Exactly. It's yeah, they speak in vagaries, I guess you could say. I just made that word up, but they're very vague as to they kind of speak in half truths. You know, it's like, or speaking out of both sides of their mouth. They'll say one thing, mean another.
Yep. Well, that's like tonight,
know,
what I just said about the. It says that it can potentially put it in people's, like, you know, the shorts. If they see your channel in your shorts, they could potentially put your long form video in front of them, like as a feed. But then again, it says, then in the next two paragraphs down, it says that shorts are separate and it won't relate to your long form video. So you never know what's going to happen because
Yeah,
they want you to try everything.
and I think they're actually, I think that's one of the things they're working towards in February, where they're trying to kind of combine the two. They're trying to create that bridge between your shorts and your long form, to where it actually does correlate back to your long form content if you're a long form content creator. And I've seen a couple things that they've done recently that is kind of bridging that gap, where they're, if you look at some of the shorts now, if you've done like your updates on your YouTube mobile app, at the bottom of the short you can actually, there's a subscribe button now, so it makes it easier to subscribe, which it wasn't before. And there's also a little square thumbnail where if you actually click, if you've created it from one of your long form videos, if somebody were to click on that thumbnail, it takes you to
Right
that
to
long
it.
form video. So
Yeah.
they are doing something to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
But it's, again, YouTube, we all chase the algorithm. I think, we all talk about how the algorithm doesn't, push our content out, or like, oh, the algorithm isn't pushing my videos out and this and that. And it's one thing that YouTube's come out and said, and has been, I would say one of the things that they've been very, very black and white on is, it's not about your content. YouTube doesn't push anything. Like they don't see a video and then be like, oh, we're just going to throw it out there to people. They are serving the viewer. So what YouTube is doing is gathering data on your view history and how people are interacting. So it goes back to what Glenn was saying, and Shane too. It's all about your thumbnail. It's all about your title, and it's about getting people to click into your video, get people to watch your videos and stay on that video, and have that viewer have a positive experience with the video. And that's what's going to cause YouTube to recommend that video to other people in that same kind of circle, so to speak.
Yep.
So, and that's one, I got to tell you, like sometimes I mail it in on the thumbnails in the title. Sometimes it's just I mail it in. It's like, I want to get this out. I want to get it done. Like, let me get it out there.
I think timing of content also is a thing. Like on TV, when they're making hunting videos or fishing videos, they're filming now for next year. You know what I mean? But we can't do that as a video creator. You have to put it out. Like if I'm hunting the rut, I better be putting a video out during the rut, doing that. I've already put out a pre-rut video just last time, and pre-rut is in October, you know what I mean? Like, and people were like, well, it's not pre-rut here now. And that gives you the idea, well, I should have probably put this video out quick. Like, so it's basically make the video, put it out. Like sort of what John does. He makes his video and he puts it out. And so he's always in the time frame where you need to be. I don't do that. I create videos.
John has John has no set schedule. He doesn't have, like a Monday at 4:00. I gotta bust out a video. It's like, okay, I went fishing Saturday. I got time. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get that thing out on Sunday, and then let it be. Let it just sit there.
And I think that's a good thing. I really think that's a good thing to be like that. I just don't have the time to do that, and I try to just put them in order, in numerical order, how they happen. But just it might be a few weeks behind schedule when I put out my videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I also agree with a lot of what Glenn was saying earlier. When it comes to the bass fishing thing, bass fishing videos are, I've done okay with them, but I will say this, on average, if I post a peacock or a snakehead video, those videos gain more traction faster than my bass fishing content.
Yeah.
But I don't do what John does. I won't use like the songs to kind of make the story and stuff. And, it's a little bit more difficult for me to do that because I'm usually fishing alone. And I, unless I'm with them, if you notice when I'm with them, it becomes a thing. And, those videos are different. And to tell you the truth, those videos aren't really for if we get new subscribers off of them, that's great. But I mean, those are like when I go fishing with John and Lindy and stuff, it's more for our community. It's more for us to kind of, show you guys what we're doing and, the dumb crap. It's basically like taking the Friday Night Live out on the boat,
Yeah, yeah. But I like what
So
you said right there about like you fish and you put that content out for our community. That's like everybody in your lives, everybody that follows you, everybody that you know by their first name type deal. You have those followers and those supporters in our community. And I do believe that. I think some of my content does resonate for just our community. You know what I mean? And then there's some where
Yeah.
you want to get out there and you want to grab your subscribers. You want to grab them people and bring them in. But a lot of my content is for the community, that you talk to every day, basically, or talk to once a week. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tough for me because I'm always kind of like, all right, what can I do to kind of bring more people into the community? And it's just like, go out and do a bass fishing video. I always try to make it about something, which is always kind of like a struggle for me. It's like, because otherwise I'm just some asshole fishing, for pardon my language, but I mean, otherwise it's just a dude sitting on the bank fishing, so it's like, you try to make it about something. I could probably do a little bit better job of being a little bit more entertaining and a little bit more funny when I'm out there, kind of more like I am when I'm on the lives and stuff, a little bit more of my personality when I'm out fishing. But I don't know. When I get out there, I just tend to kind of like get real focused and real serious on actually fishing.
Yeah.
That I forget to throw in, my personality.
Gotcha.
I think just no matter what we do, being yourself, being authentic is gonna go a lot further than really kind of worrying about any kind of, analytics, this, that. Should I do short? Should I do long form? I think just being authentic, being yourself, and having fun with it, then will kind of trickle down and resonate to the people that are watching it. And I think it'll kind of go from there.
Here's a good question right here. I want to put this up real quick, Doc. This is from Laughing Cat Fishing. He says, Off the Hook Outdoors, what is the best way, in your opinion, to get subscribers from outside of the community? And Doc, you can answer that too after this. But I just believe putting out content, being consistent, putting out good content like information, like so people maybe could learn something off of your lives or your videos. By no means do I know everything about fishing and hunting. I just put it out there and I bring it to you and I give you tips because it helped me. Some people may disagree with that. The way I do things, and that's okay. That's what we're here for. That's why we watch each other's videos and comment. I could learn something off of Doc fishing. He could learn something off of me best. I mean, that's what it's all about. But if you put out good content and information that people want to know, and you try to teach people and not tell people, I think that helps a lot with your channel and the way you approach it too on your videos. Don't approach it like cocky or like everything about it. Just be humbled and ask other people's opinions, and I think you'll get noticed that way.
I agree, Ted. And I think when you talk about like posting good content, I think people get confused with the word good content. Good content doesn't mean you've got drones flying over and you've got 5 guys sitting out there in the field filming you, or good content just means you're showing what you're doing. That's one thing that's cool about YouTube is it's allowed people to kind of become content creators and not have to be filmmakers and not have to be perfect. Jump cuts are acceptable. They're almost expected on YouTube. The shaky cam style stuff, grabbing the camera and just like, taking it here and like, that's acceptable. So, I mean, good content just means you're putting out stuff that people are going to enjoy watching. For me, bringing people into the community, I've struggled with it lately.
See ya, Al.
Later, Al. I've struggled with it lately, but I can tell you the main reason I've struggled with it lately is because I have not been consistent putting out content. I've just been, I've had so much going on, outside of YouTube, that I just haven't been able to get out and then not only film but then sit down and edit. I just haven't been able to do it. But just being consistent, and I also think being active on YouTube, and that's another thing that I think has kind of slowed my growth in the past month is I just have not been able to be as active as I want to on YouTube. And when I say be active, it's do things like this: get in people's lives, go to people's channels, watch their videos, comment on them, and if you enjoy their stuff enough, subscribe to them. And
Yep.
I can't remember if it was Glenn or Angling Spiders or Shane who was saying it, but only subscribe if you're actually going to sit there and continually come back and watch them. Because being a dead subscriber does nothing. If you're not going to go and you're not, now you may not comment on everybody's stuff all the time, but I mean, at least give them some watch time. If you got the time to sit there and just throw their video on, watch it on your phone or something. And that's
I believe
being active.
Yeah, that's what I know what you mean by being active.
Is being active, being active on YouTube, even if you're not putting out content, just having a presence on, other people's videos, saying, hey, nice video, commenting, and, finding other channels that way. Not
like even making comments on their video, Doc. Even like John said, he had a comment, being active in the comments. Like when I make a comment on someone's video, I'm usually not making just one. I'm usually making it throughout the video when I'm watching it. So you'll get 2, 3, 4, 5 comments from me on a video because I'm commenting as the video is playing. If I see something I want to comment on, boom, I comment. And then I think being active like that, giving people multiple comments and making that interaction a little more, I think that helps channels.
Oh, absolutely, because that's showing a signal to YouTube that this video is getting interaction. And even if somebody throws a thumbs down or gives you a negative comment like, "Hey, you suck, you can't fish," okay, like hell, the one video that I did, it was a snakehead video.
Do you eat them or kill them?
That is always a hot button issue, no matter what. And this book nerd, I call them Google geeks. This Google geek got on there, and turns out the kid he's a student at some college up your way in Virginia or something. And has never once fished for one, has never held one in his hand or anything like that. Just going off of everything his biology professor has said and things that he's read. Yeah. And me and Billy from SoFlo Outdoors just started going back with this kid. And it was fun. I mean, I could have banned him from the channel because he called us podunk and dumb. He called me an idiot, a whole bunch of stuff. I could have totally just banned him, but we kept going. And I'll tell you what, we kept going, and it was like 64 comments, like just back and forth between me
and that's good interaction. Yeah,
and it was all good interaction. It was all negative on his part, But once that stopped, I saw the views on that video go up by 100.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. The negative stuff. Unfortunately, that's what you got to deal with on social media and YouTube like this. Is you're going to have the negative comments. Like look at in Al's case, he had to remove thousands of people. Which is that's you don't want that kind of negativity, but the negativity that you got is good for your channel. It's good for your analytics. It's got the interaction and everything with it, and I don't mind that at all.
When somebody's giving you a death threat, that you're crossing the line there. At no point did this kid say anything like that. He just calling me stupid, calling Billy podunk, calling us dumb rednecks, stuff like that. But if you're getting that, you're a different kind of stupid. You're doing that kind of stuff on YouTube,
Yep.
But I think I said it in the live last night. I think social media has made a lot of these kids a little too comfortable sitting there and saying something to somebody of like Al's stature. I mean, he's an outdoorsman. Like you Al could make sure you wouldn't find the body at some. I'm just saying.
It makes a lot of people. A lot of people will say a lot of the stuff wonder because they're not sitting down with you across the table and talking to you.
Right. Yeah. Now those same people, if they were stuck in an elevator with Al, would they turn to his face and say it? No, because they get their teeth knocked down their throat.
Yeah, exactly. You're right about that 100%.
but going back to what we originally got on here to talk about before I jump off and put the youngins
Yep.
down for the evening.
No problem.
You know, the YouTube Shorts thing. For me, it wasn't negative or positive. It was just kind of 50-50 for me. You know, I think had I maybe done it to where I didn't like just repurpose my videos, it might have been a little bit different experience. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do them again because I think they're kind of cool, and I think YouTube's made it a little, you know, pretty cool that you can do it right from your phone. And you know, if you do, like Shane was saying, want to give a sneak peek as to what's coming up, you know, like,
I think that's the key. I really do.
You know, had I thought about it, you know, when I was fishing with a Bruiser Defender for the first time and taking that out for the first time when they just came out with it and caught that 6 pounder. Had I just taken this out, you know, and just quick done a short and just said, you know, watch the full video on Monday, I think that, you know, that video probably would have just done a lot better right from the get-go, you know?
And I did the same thing you did. I went back and repurposed some of my videos, you know what I mean? Like, and put that in there to try to get the people clicking that thumbnail to go back to my video to watch it. Did I get a few watches from it? Maybe. I couldn't tell the difference. Like, there was no significant rise in views or anything like that. It may have got 10 or 15 views over time, but would it have got 10 or 15 views over the same amount of time without the short? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just don't know. It can't. But listen, I mean, I don't think it hurts. You know, I know a lot of people have said, in like, you know, oh, doing this hurt my channel. It hurt my analytics. It hurt my growth, or it hurt my, you know, or it hurt YouTube pushing out my content. I think we're kind of past that, in my opinion. I think YouTube has done enough over the last few months to where they're bridging that gap between long form and short form, where before they were two separate things. It was like, you know, you're in two separate ballparks. You know, now YouTube has done a little bit better job of bridging that, bridging the gap between the two. So I don't think it's going to hurt your channel. You know, if you're looking for subs, if you're looking for watch hours, no. If you're looking for watch hours, absolutely not. If you're trying to reach that 4,000 watch hours, I would concentrate more on the long form content.
And doing lives.
Lives help a lot, you know, even if it's just like John and Lindy and I do, and just get up on Friday night and, you know, every once in a while we'll talk about fishing, even though we're fishing.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just, you know, kind of I enjoy it because it's like a cool little Friday night hangout. We can all just sit down and unwind and make fun of each other or talk crap, or, you know, I mean, but yeah, if you're trying to reach that 4,000, shorts are definitely not the area to go. If you're trying to gain subs, which I am, and I'm probably going to experiment with some shorts coming up here, you know, trying to put a little bit more thought into them to try and get over that thousand mark. Cause I mean, my watch time is almost there. You know, I've been doing the lives for so long. I mean,
well, there you go, guys, right there. Anybody in this live tonight, go over to Coastal Fever and help him out with his watch time. So everybody run his play. You have a playlist, Doc?
There's a few of them on there. I got Peacock Bass playlist, Fishing with Smallwater Charters playlist. There's a bunch. Yeah. Okay.
Well, guys, go over to Coastal Fever and give him a hand getting his watch time. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
If there is a moderator in here, could you please share?
Consider subscribing if you dig the content. I mean, if not, no worries.
Yeah, you'll dig it. He has a great channel, guys. So go over there, give him a hook set or sub. And if anybody in here could please share his link, I'd greatly appreciate that. That way they can come over and they could hook set you and maybe give you some watch time.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, because like just this year, I'm almost at like, I'm real close to like 3,000 when it comes to the watch hours. And and a lot of that is the lives. I mean, and if John and I weren't going back and forth on each other's channels, John's got great watch hours anyway. But like if I mean, just imagine if like I was on Thursday night, John was on Friday night, just where the watch hours would be at this point. You
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of watch hours from the lives. I mean, even
Yes.
it's just you coming on for a few minutes and, an hour, just, saying hey to everybody.
Definitely a plus in
It
the
is,
watch time.
yeah.
Definitely. I wish I would have did more lives when I first started, but I didn't do it. I only started like maybe halfway through, and or I would have been there quicker. But I'm there, and it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to put out the good content now.
Yeah, John and I got the idea from Boxy. When Boxy used to do this Sunday night stuff, that was like when John and I first really met each other. John got featured on his channel one Sunday night, and then I happened to be in that night, and I commented, and I was featured the next night, and gained a bunch of subs. Really
Boxy's like the Boxy's like the godfather of YouTube.
Yeah.
Boxy's like the godfather of YouTube.
But
I wish he'd do his Sunday nighters.
Yeah, those were always fun. I always enjoyed those because you got to really, meet new people, meet new channels, see what they were all about, and actually not just see their channel, and go, but you actually got to see them and their personality on Boxy's live. But that's what got John and I thinking about, like, well, dude, we could do a live and we could kind of just like, do our thing, talk about our adventures and stuff like that. We're like, let's do it. So,
yep. Yeah, that boxes.
Yeah.
I missed them when he did. He does them on Sunday nights. I wonder when he's gonna do that. Hold on. There's a couple people coming up here. So we got Jason from JJ Drones, and we got the Coyote Whacker.
What's
What's
up?
up,
Larson.
Mark J?
And Mark J's in here. What's up,
Hey,
Mark?
JJ.
Hey,
Oh, did I silence you or you?
Uh-oh, Mark's silenced.
All right,
No, I
Mark.
think I get it.
That was
There
me.
you
Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
So
I
what's
didn't
up,
know
man?
if it was you or me.
No, that was me. But yeah, so real quick, thank you for coming up, Mark. Jason,
Thank
welcome
you,
back.
Laughing Cat Fishing.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yep. So what I just wanted to read this real quick here. It says, yeah, where did it go now? Hold
Good
on.
to see you, Doc.
Good to see you,
Oh.
bud.
Now, people that post a lot of shorts, okay? I read it says posting several times a day can help you stay in what they call the top feed. That's why people post a few times a day, like doing the 5 to 10 posts a day. And they say that could help keep you in the top feed for YouTube, feeding your content out to everybody. So supposedly, you're in that top feed, you'll get more views if you keep posting. I just can't do multiples a day. I'll do one or
I can't either.
the most 5 a week, maybe.
Yeah, it was a struggle for me to do one a day.
It's a struggle for me to do one a week.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you,
right?
Mark. I hear you. But you keep putting your hand in them things, you're not gonna be able to type anymore.
I can do it. I still got it right here.
Awesome. Did you see John? Did John get a hold of you on anything? Mark, did he send you any pictures or anything?
Yeah, he said it
Okay.
to me.
Yeah, he sent me the text.
He said it to me.
As soon as you did that, and I said, "Man, that's nuts." He sent me that, and I was like, "He goes, I beat Mark right here," and I'm like, "Oh God."
Yeah, he sent it to me, and then he sent it to. Well, he texted me and wanted Boxy's number so he could send it to him after Boxy did it. So, but I was on my way to Chicago. I had to take Monica to the airport, and all these people are texting me and this, and it's like crazy. I was like, different stuff, and different people, not just YouTube people, but I'm like, and I'm trying to watch my navigation on my phone, and I'm trying to drive, and I'm in rush hour traffic, and then they rerouted me, and it was just, oh man, it was terrible. But
Yeah.
I finally got it to him, so I think he sent it to Boxy too.
Awesome. So Mark, let me ask you. I won't put you on the spot, but I'll put you on the spot.
You can put me on the spot. I don't care.
I kind of figured that. But what do you think about the shorts? Like, where you going? Are you doing anything on your channel with them? Where you think you're going to go with them?
I've done a few, and they did really. As far as I'm concerned, they were successful. I mean, most of the ones I did were like 1,500 or 2,000 views. I mean, just shorts on some of the fish that I caught this year, or the elk that I shot last year, and stuff like that. I mean, it was fun to do, and it's super simple and super easy. You know, it doesn't take the time that it takes to edit a video. But on the other hand, my opinion is if they're going to start paying me, I'm not going to do it till they start paying me.
Yeah, I got you. I hear
That's
that from a lot of fans.
just my opinion. You know, I thought about putting out a couple more, but you know, because there's a few that I want to put out, but I'm like, well, why don't I just wait till they're going to pay me for it?
That makes a lot of sense, Mark. You're right. Yeah, because right now you can sit there and pump them out and pump them out and pump them out, and they're not going to start paying people till February.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I mean, it's not like I need the watch hours. It's not like I'm already monetized. So I mean, what do I need to gain? You know.
I think that was a great business.
For somebody like me,
move.
for somebody like me that's trying to hit that 1,000, it would make
Right.
sense for me to maybe.
It makes
start
sense for
throwing
you.
some
I
out
think
there
so.
if I had them in the tank.
I mean, like what happened with Al? I mean, he called me and he told me, he goes, "Hey, here's what I did," and I'm like, "That's great. I'm happy as hell for him, you know."
Yeah.
But or for you too, Doc. I mean, I would love to see you get it. You deserve it more than anybody. But
No, thank you.
For me, it doesn't make sense right now. I mean, if they want to start paying me, you know, if they're going to start paying in January or February, then I'll start putting out shorts.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
perfect
Now, Ted,
sense.
did you?
I didn't think about that.
Thing?
Not yet, Jason. I was waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have an announcement about Instagram too. We were going to say it in a little bit, but I think that was a great business move on YouTube's part to announce that they're going to pay, because I think everybody jumped on it and they don't have to pay right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're trying to beat that TikTok thing
Right.
without. They announced it early, so people start doing them. So they don't have to pay you right now until the first of the year. So that gives them a good jump over TikTok. I believe that was a great business move in YouTube.
And to tell you what, I think they were really smart too by the way it got leaked out. And to tell you the truth, I honestly think that YouTube actually leaked it. They said it was leaked, you know, but I think YouTube purposefully leaked it out.
Oh yeah,
saying
was
that
a
they were
great
going to
business move.
change because the way it came out in the New York Times, the way the article was written was YouTube
You're fine,
is
Mark.
going to change.
I just trying to
the
figure out which light
monetization.
is screwing me up here.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, the way
you're
the
fine.
the New York Post article was, you know, or the New York Times article said YouTube's going to make big changes to their monetization. So it got everybody, all eyes on YouTube, especially content creators, sitting there going, "Oh well, they got to be lower, and it's going to go down." Like the big speculation was, it was going to drop down to 500 subscribers. It was going to go down to like 2,000 watch hours, and all this and that, and then it came out like, yeah, nope, all that's still the same. We're just going to do 10 million views on YouTube Shorts, and that now allows you in the monetization. And oh, by the way, we're going to start paying people for YouTube Shorts next year.
Yeah. Well, that brings me to the point that I wanted to announce, and Jason's here now. But I got an email from Instagram 2 days ago, and I was eligible for bonuses if you make reels. So anybody that has an Instagram account, go to your account, your professional account, and on there you'll see bonuses. And click on bonuses, and when you go in there, they're giving you $10 per reel to put out 5 reels, and you have like 19 days to do it. I made 5 reels last night, and I got $50 in my account right now.
What's a reel?
A reel is just like
I mean, I'm not on Instagram, so I guess I don't understand.
A reel is
It's
just like a
basically
short
like a
on
TikTok.
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's like a TikTok.
But it's on
like a
Instagram?
TikTok or,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
Ted, you
Instagram
said
is doing that.
it's here. Hold on,
Like
I'll
if you
pull up
can go-
Instagram. You said go
Go to your
to
Instagram and go
it's
to your,
underway.
I'm not on Instagram, so I did. That's why I didn't understand it.
yeah. It's you go to your account, your professional. Do you have a professional account?
No.
Okay, go to your professional account. Then it'll be drop downs. It'll say bonuses. Click bonuses, and then it says you can make reels. And if you make 5 reels, you get $10 per reel. You have 19 days to do it. I did all 5 last night, so mine says $50 in my account. But you don't get payout until you're $100.
Right.
So
Okay.
you got to qualify for the next 5 reels. So it might take me 36 days to get the $100. But why is Instagram giving you $10 per reel now? Are they jumping on some kind of thing to compete also now? Who knows?
That sounds like
Probably.
better money than YouTube. I mean,
It is better. It is.
it's way better.
It's way better right now.
Now,
So
Ted,
I
how
did
many
my
followers? many followers do you have on Instagram?
Instagram, let me see. I'll tell you right now. I have 1895.
And I've got
1,895. And Jason, what
and
do
I've
you
got
have?
I've got 1422.
Okay.
So I don't know if it isn't up there, Doc. Maybe you have to have so many. I don't know I don't know
Or
what
maybe
you have
I'm
or
clicking.
whatever.
Maybe I'm just clicking in the wrong spot.
Let's see. I'm trying to do this real quick here. If you
Because
go
I
to
am
your
on my phone.
hit your profile,
Okay.
it'll say professional dashboard.
Okay.
Hit the professional
that.
dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, go down to bonuses. It's like your tools.
Oh, your tools.
Then there should be bonuses in your tools.
Your tools.
And then click bonuses.
See, all mine under the tools it says. Oh wait, all right, hold on. There. Okay, I'm in it.
Okay, you see it? Now it says bonuses. Yep. Then hit bonuses and then go down to, it'll say eligible in progress, and it says Reels play. And then I did this, and can you see it says $50 in my account right now. Because I did 5 reels last night. So they counted it's $50. Now you can't get paid because it says how it works.
Until you hit 100.
Until you hit $100. How do I earn bonuses? Earn $10 for each new reel you create, up to 5 reels for a maximum bonus of $50. When can I receive my earnings? To schedule your payout, you must earn at least $100. If you earned less than $100, your balance from bonuses will roll over to the next bonus you start. So it's timed. I'm thinking it's after that 19 days, they may start another bonus. So it may take you 36 days to get $100, but that's more than I've made in YouTube in 36 days.
Right.
Yeah.
And you gotta have $100. You gotta hit the $100 threshold on YouTube to get paid too. So it don't matter.
Yes, exactly. But it's a lot quicker. So anybody in the chat, go ahead.
Have it. It's up under here. On like Ted was talking about here. I'll go back so you guys can see it. Like on mine, you click on, if you got a professional account, on the professional dashboard right here. Click on that, and then for mine, it says under like your tools. Mine says monetization. So if I click on monetization, there's the bonus section that Ted's talking about, and hopefully that's focusing in. But bonuses is right up here. And then it actually says, get paid reels, and then you can actually do like the learn more, and it'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah, but if anybody has an Instagram account, small water.
That's cool, Ted. That's awesome info.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's super easy to do. I mean, if you can do a short, you can do a reel, and I mean that's a free $50.
Yeah, right. I mean it's more money than I made in a month on YouTube or anything right now. I'm striving to make that money though, but I think Instagram is doing something to compete with TikTok and YouTube now by doing something like that.
Right, and they're going to. I mean, in order to stay in business, they have to compete. And Instagram is the basically the TikTok arm of Facebook. So they're going to go out there and they're going to try and compete because they know what YouTube is trying to do. So they're going to go in there and put their hat in the ring. But instead of just going in with one foot, they're going in head first in the deep end. And they're going to try and get as many people over there as they can to make as many reels as they can and take all that business away from YouTube and TikTok.
Thanks, Glenn. I was never called a mountain man before.
I've been called a tool before, so I mean it's nothing
new. I think he meant Mark. He meant Mark more than me on the mountain man side of that.
I just got another tab pulled up. I'm sorry, people. I missed. Okay. I was missing the comments. So
later, John. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you.
Later, John. Hey, good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Call me from the boat if you get a second while you guys are out there fishing. I'll be home.
Mark, John was on a roll tonight. Every comment was something. It was just.
I was watching the comments before I got up here, but then I don't know what he said about me. Who knows?
I don't think he said anything, but he was just rolling all night tonight. Just every comment. He was right on it.
Oh,
It
I
was
see
funny.
Boxy's comment.
Oh yeah, me and Boxy were doing something.
He said I got the hoodie on. I've been wearing. I don't never take this off when I'm trapping, but I got your shirt on, Boxy. Actually,
there you
it's
go.
been good luck. I've been
That's cool.
catching. I've been catching.
Ted, Chris asked, how do you get a pro account? Did you
You
want
just
to walk
gotta
him
get-
through that, or you want me to tell him how to do that?
You could. I haven't done it in so long, Doc. You're probably better than explaining it than I am.
So, Chris, on Instagram, from your phone, if you do it from your phone, you can go to like edit profile, and since I already have the pro account, it's in this area. But when you go to your profile, it'll say switch to pro account or business account or something like
Yeah.
that. I think it says business account,
Yeah.
professional or business or something. It'll say
I think
switch.
it's professional. Professional dashboard is what it is.
Yeah, and all you do is just hit. Basically, if you already got your Instagram, just hit switch. It's a seamless thing. It just switches right over.
I don't know what the pluses or minuses are on that, but I just went to a professional account. It sounded good.
No, it actually, because you can't. I don't think you can do the bonuses and things like that from
If you're not.
a personal.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah,
it
you
unlocks a lot of the monetization stuff. You get different analytics too when you're on the professional.
Yep, I'm gonna.
It
share
doesn't
this
cost
invite
anything,
again.
so. But,
Yeah, but
hey,
that's-
I'm gonna jump
that's-
off. I'm gonna jump off and get the girls to bed because they're.
All right, Doc. I appreciate you
see
coming
me
up,
Doc.
buddy.
They're bouncing up by the door.
I appreciate you,
So-
buddy. Have a great day. Thank you for coming
I
up.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you having me on for a little bit to talk about stuff. And Mark, it was
Yeah,
really
man.
great seeing you, man.
Good to see you, brother Doc. I miss you, but I haven't been seeing your lives. I've been out trapping, and Jesus, I've been busier than hell and deer hunting and
Hey.
stuff. But I'll get
No
on there.
worries.
I'll get up there.
Yeah, no worries, man. And JJ's good seeing you, man.
Nice
Hopefully
seeing you too, Doc.
Hopefully you got the whole YouTube hack thing figured out and got that straightened out. So
Second
So-
time this week. So yeah, it's
Jeez.
been kind of annoying.
I can
So
imagine. Well,
Boxy
hopefully you get it
hasn't
straightened
seen
out,
it.
man.
All right, Doc. Thank you. Go make that Instagram money.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not right now. That would be a really weird reel. and have nothing to do with my channel.
All right, buddy.
Just
good night.
saying.
I know. I hear
All right,
you.
guys. Good night. I'll
Si-
see y'all
good night.
later.
Good
Hey,
night.
have
Good
a
night.
great Sunday.
Good to see you, Doc.
Good night. Chris had a couple questions and I missed them. I'm sorry, Chris. Just the chat was flying by, and I didn't see. I know he said he had a couple. He asked how you make a professional, so I guess Doc answered that. And Boxy said that he didn't see any bonus under his professional dashboard. If you go to your professional dashboard, go to your tools, and under your tools, you might have to press to get on your tools. I'm not calling you a tool either, Boxy. I'm just saying go to your tools.
Quit doing that.
hit the bonuses, and then in your bonuses it'll tell you your status, and it'll say in progress, reels play, and it'll tell you how many out of 5 that you made. But mine's all completed, and I have a $50 approximate bonus, and I won't get paid until the 100. So I gotta wait, I think, the 18 days till the bonuses kick back in, and then make another 5 reels to get over that $100 threshold. Hey Tina,
And it
thank
may
you for
be
coming in.
something. And it may be something else, Ted. We don't know if it's going to be more reels or if they're going to come up with some other sort of thing.
I just wanted to put that out there to the community tonight because I think that's pretty cool, and I think if everybody, obviously Doc didn't know about it, so if you guys could find that out and go into your account and do it, you could say that you've seen it on Off the Hook Live.
That's right.
So, but let's see here. Tina's in here. Tina Ladybug, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
Good to see you,
let me
Tina.
see. Best time. Okay, so here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. It says shorts do not get filtered out of a channel's total view count. With that, views from shorts have potential to impact channel metrics like average view duration and click-through rate. So how do you think? What does that mean? That's what I wanted to ask the chat and you guys in the chat.
I'm not sure what that means.
Okay. Because
So
go ahead, Jason.
So basically, what that just said is it is going to count towards your channel views. The average duration is going to count towards your metrics on your channel. Is what that just said.
Yeah,
So
but
if you have
before
a
it said
short,
it didn't.
right, right. But now, I mean, I've told you before that I can go through and I can see what what shorts did well and what shorts didn't do so well, and
Hey,
that
LB.
those numbers did add up into my total viewer, or my total hours viewed, and it also went towards how many videos were viewed. So I already knew that, for one, and for two, um, I don't know if they changed their mind, or what the deal was there, but I mean, if you have a short that really bombed and they only watched like 5% or 6%, then that's going to go against your analytics. But if you've got the ones where they're watching 70-80%, or and sometimes they can actually watch over 100%, those are going to be favorable to you as well. It's just like any video that you do out there, really. But
They're only going to be good to you if you need the watch hours, though. Is that what you're saying? If you're not already monetized and you need the watch hours, that's the only way they're going to be good to you, though, right?
Well,
right.
If you think about it, though, Mark, Al got 10,000 subscribers and he still wasn't monetized yet. He didn't.
I totally agree with that part. That part I do agree with. I mean, I'm glad to see him get the subscribers. He was well deserved of that. But
oh yeah, definitely. But it didn't help his watch time, is what I was saying, Mark. It didn't help.
He's close.
And that's the thing too with the shorts, is you're not going to get it's not going to be easy to get 4,000 watch hours. It's just not.
Oh,
so that's why they went.
It's hard to get 4,000 watch hours with long videos. I mean, I went through it last year with my trapping video. I was getting a lot of views on some longer videos. I mean, 10, 7, 8. I tried to keep them below 10 minutes. But I was getting over 1,000 views on all my trapping videos, and it was really hard to get 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, right. I froze up. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that or not, but I froze up. Real quick, Jason, woman out, LB's in here, so you know.
Hey, LB.
I didn't know if she did. LB, did you email Jason about what was it? Did she get her person?
No, if she mailed out her gift to her person, yeah.
Okay. Well, LB, Jason wanted to know if you mailed it out yet, or if you can email him and let him know.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt that. I just saw her in here, and I wanted to make sure that we let her know that.
Now, the other thing that I've heard, Ted, and I don't know what you know about it, and I haven't really been concerned about it because I'm not monetized yet, is that all of your watch hours for monetization starts over at the beginning of the year.
Yes, it does. Well, it doesn't really start over. It just takes a percentage of what you have this month and that month last year. And if you are less watch time now than you were last year, that comes off of your.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a constantly going. But if your whole goal was to get more watch time at this time than you had last year, so you don't lose that time.
Right.
And believe it or not, I've seen people when they're really close to monetization, that comes back and bites them in the butt because they weren't putting out. They're close, but then they get a big chunk taken off right before they're getting monetized. It comes off because they have less than last year. So they instead of having the 4,000, they drop down to 3,200 again, and 800 watch hours just really kick you in the butt, and then you got to go over again.
Okay.
I understand that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah, and that's tough.
I think Glenn said that.
Yes.
He told me that because he was the videos that were dropping off had a lot more views than the ones that were coming out, and so he was getting closer and then he was getting further.
Yeah. So. And LB, that we're gonna be doing the gift exchange on January 8th. Yes. We're not doing it before Christmas. It's gonna be January 8th, just so you know.
Yep. So you have a little bit of extra time to send out those gifts if you need it.
I didn't know that, Boxy. Wow, that is unreal. That is unreal. I did not know that.
So what? Target practice at Oranges, and they banned his channel for that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because
And he had more subscribers than everybody in this live combined.
together. Yeah, I mean he had a
Yeah.
big channel.
Yes, he did. Great kid. I met him out there in Pennsylvania when I met you, Ted, and
Yeah.
what a great person.
Yeah.
Man, that's terrible.
He was the one that got my drone footage of my win with the last fish, and I never got any results on that either. So we have to go back. And Nicholas Green is the one that got the drone footage, shows that I got the last fish, but it was never brought up again after that. So I'm gonna have to attest that next time we go out.
He had all the cool toys. He had that drone. He had that scooter. He had everything. He just a good dude.
A cool
man.
kid. Yeah, he's a cool kid. I like him.
Very good.
Yep. City Sticker said froze up. Yeah, I did freeze up. I don't know if I'm still froze or not, but
No, you're not.
those poor oranges, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, I guess
I never even knew that.
I do understand with YouTube with maybe and I don't know how I feel differently, but I guess I can understand like kids shooting guns. But if their parents are there with them and everything, and they're doing everything right, I don't know why all these younger kids are getting their channels banned because they're shooting a gun at a target or they're deer hunting. That just amazes me.
Well, yeah, and they're just great kids doing outdoor stuff. I mean, I'd rather see them doing that than sitting in front of a computer or playing a video game all day long in their mother's basement or whatever,
Yeah, but not nowadays, Mark.
Right.
Not nowadays. It's totally different.
It's terrible what they're doing to
they're
kids like
learning.
Wild Man and all and Deer Hunter and Deer Slayer. I mean, but
What's up, Nick?
I mean, they're learning how to actually handle a gun properly. They're learning gun safety. They're learning how to fire it, how to take care of it. And instead of shooting at people on a computer game, they're shooting at targets. That is in order for them to learn how to responsibly own a gun in the future. I mean, that's how you do it. I mean, we've all been there. I've been there. That's how I learned how to shoot a gun. It wasn't
if you listen to my son right now, if you listen to my son right now, he's in there playing his game and he's screaming and yelling right now.
Oh.
So, but I don't get this, and this is something.
But he's got a good dad, and I've seen you teach him very good ethical things. So what you're teaching him hunting wise.
Well,
so
I appreciate that. But I don't get this. YouTube will take a kid's channel down because he's shooting at a target and learning how to properly handle a gun. But then there's gaming channels that are out there where they're shooting people on TV, showing you snipers shooting people in the heads and like these metal
and foul language and everything else
on video games.
Ted.
And they're showing this on video games, but because the gaming community, it's so high, and YouTube's maybe making the money on it or whatever, I don't know. But I don't see the difference between somebody properly handling it in real life and showing them as opposed to a game where they're shooting people in a game. Why don't they ban those channels? I don't know. I don't know YouTube's theory. I have no idea. It's crazy to me.
I'll be right back.
No problem. Another thing real quick here, Jason, in chat is the best time to post. Now this is Eastern time because I looked it up and it obviously came up. It tells me 2 to 4 Eastern on weekdays and 9 to 11 a.m. on weekends. I'm just throwing all this information out there, so if you pick up anything and want to try it, that's why I'm reading everything off that I put down. But best time to post, this is 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern weekdays, and then between 9 and 11 a.m. on weekends. And that's Eastern time. So I'm sure if you're an hour before, hour after that, you just take it from that and do that. But they do give you times. Then it says starting in early 2023, shorts creators who reach 10 million shorts views over 90 days can apply to earn money. That's just getting that monetized thing that we've been talking about all night. So that's really nothing. But that's about all that I have written down for the shorts that I wanted to point out. I think it's been a really informative live tonight also. So I'm going to share the link again, guys, if anybody wants to come back up and talk about it. But it's been a really, I think, a productive live, and I'm glad everybody stopped in and talked about this. I thought it was very interesting. So
now let me just say something just for everybody's knowledge. If you get an email, or not an email, but if you get a text message where somebody is trying to do a two-party authentication of your YouTube channel, there's a problem unless you know that you're doing it. So take action. Go and make sure that you change your password right away, and take steps to protect your YouTube channel, because you don't want to wake up the next morning and find out all your stuff has been completely erased.
So is that what happened to you tonight you're talking about, Jason?
Yeah, I got a text message saying that somebody was trying to two-party authenticate my channel.
Okay.
So, and that's what happened last time. And Google sent me an email basically saying, "Hey, you can't do anything with your YouTube channel because your channel's being attacked. And go in and change your password and change your, just basically change your password."
But it was a text message.
That's what I got today. Yeah.
It wasn't on your channel or nothing like that. It was a text message to your phone.
Yeah, it was a text message to my phone because I have the two-party or the two-way authentication for my channel.
Yeah, I did have that too. I just changed it. Now, Woman Outdoors recently had an issue with her channel, and she was off for a while trying to fix that.
Yep. Yeah. So try and be proactive and so that you don't have to go through all of those steps.
So that two-step verification is a plus then?
Absolutely, 100%. If you don't have it on, turn it on.
Yeah.
I think I had to turn it on.
Yeah.
Didn't I? I think I had to have it on for AdSense and everything.
Yeah, you should have got an email and they had to go through all the steps. That's what I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I shared the link if anybody wants to come in. Boxy, I think this was a great live tonight. I think it was very informative. I wanted to touch on this, and I'm sure I would like to do another live once we find out all the information at the beginning of the year. Like after the beginning of the year, maybe we'll let it run for about a month or so, and then I'm going to do another shorts live to get everybody back in here. And we'll see if it's good or bad. We'll see, if hopefully YouTube does give us a chance to make some money on the shorts and not make the expectations too high. If they do that, I think they'll get a lot better response than meeting something so high that nobody can meet it except the bigger channels. So I'm hoping that they cater to what I consider us all basically small channels, you know what I mean, right now.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they cater to the small channels also, because they are basically the future of YouTube coming up. I mean, you have a lot of bigger channels out there, but eventually they go away and new channels are coming up, and
it's every day like that.
Yeah, it's just a revolving door. You just want to. So I'm hoping that they definitely give us a chance to make some money off of the shorts. But for those of you who haven't heard about that Instagram, they're paying you $10 a reel right now on your professional dashboard. Go over to there. Click your professional dashboard, hit bonuses, and follow the directions. I told Jason about it last night, and he's doing it right now. So, and a few people in the live already started doing that, including Doc, who was up here. So hopefully that could help you guys.
Now, Ted, the other thing that I want people to start monitoring is your long form videos. Watch for any sort of loss of viewership on your long form videos. Because there's a lot of channels saying that they're losing viewers on their long forms because everybody's focused on the short. So pay attention to that, because it's not going to get any better come the beginning of next year.
Yeah, and I have that written down here too. It says channels have noticed their retention rate is lower because videos are much shorter in the shorts. They can watch your whole video, but they're getting 15 seconds.
Right.
Usually when somebody watches your long form, I'm going to almost guarantee it's more than 15 seconds no matter what. And they wouldn't even click on it if they didn't want to watch it. And when they do click on it, they're going to watch it more than 15 seconds. A full short is 15 seconds. And how many people actually watch a full short? I mean, just the attention span from 15 seconds to 10 seconds to 5 seconds. It's just scrolling. So I don't know. And like I said,
I can tell you on average. On average from my channel, it's somewhere between 75 to 80% of people watch the full 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I would see. I mean, I would see that because if I clicked on a short, I clicked on it because I wanted to watch it. I'm not gonna scroll through a short.
Yeah, I mean, if you scroll through a short, you got problems, I think.
Yeah, but you're talking about somebody that's just flipping through the shorts feed. So So if they flip through the shorts feed and it pops up there and they don't want to watch it, that still counts as a view, even if it's only a second.
Yep.
Oh, got you.
I'm trying to look at this.
I heard you saying, Ted, when I took off about the best times to post. So I'm going to try that because I just edited a video a little bit ago and I had it scheduled for Monday at 5:15. I usually try to schedule them around 5:15, 5:30, somewhere in there in the evening.
Try it.
Thinking people are off work, so I went back earlier when I heard you guys talking about that, and I think Glenn was talking about it, and from Raised Outdoors, Arkansas. But I went back and I think I rescheduled it for like 2:45 or something.
Yeah, and just try it.
I'm just going to see what happens. I mean, but all my trapping videos have been getting, pretty much over 1,000 views anyway, which I consider a goal. I mean, great. The trapping videos are doing good. So.
Yep. I'm trying to find the one that I wrote down here. Hold on, I'm just trying to find it. I got so many things written down here. Main goal is to be example. Let's say viewer.
But it's great that everybody comes up here or is in the chat or whatever. We're all trying to help each other. So
that's why I wanted to bring it up. This thing.
Yeah,
and I did find it.
Thank you for doing this.
I appreciate it, and like I said, I thought it would be very interesting. And Glenn said he talked a lot, but Glenn, I appreciate you doing that. We got a lot of great information out of you when you were up here, so I really appreciate you coming up. You're more than welcome anytime on my panel, buddy. And
I'll be getting he talks a lot. You ought to hear me and him when we're talking on the phone.
Yeah, well,
we're both cutting each other off.
But what I was getting back to with the subs, it says any new subs you generate for your channel shorts will by default resonate with your short form content. However, while shorts get you new subs, these same subs will only look to see new shorts and not your longer videos. That's what YouTube's saying on a creator thing. So YouTube says something like that, and then they go back and say they could potentially put a long form feed into their shorts. So I don't know what the heck's going on.
and I have to disagree with Glenn. I mean, I love you, Glenn, brother. I really do. But again, I think that you're basically trying to turn a vegan into a steak eater. But I still do the shorts. I do them because I do want to up my subscriber level, and I know it's the fastest way to do it. I mean, I'm guilty of it, but it's pretty much because it's so easy to do. And anytime that I do a short, I put the minimal effort into it because I know that's what's going to get me the most views on it. So I mean, if you're going to do a short, don't put any effort into it. Put the most popular song that's on the list onto your video and just watch the views come in. That's all. That's my advice.
I'm going to do, and Jason and I have been talking about this, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mark, real quick, but
no, it's your channel.
And I talked to Jason before this live and a few weeks ago about what I wanted to do with the shorts, and it was basically to tease the audience about my upcoming content. And we talked about that, and I think that's, if you're going to do shorts, that's probably the best. Well, for me, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that. And Shane Flint talked about that also, is to tease my upcoming, not go back to my old videos and try to pull them into that, but actually tease for my upcoming videos coming up. So that's what I'm going to do.
And that's a great idea because that's what I was doing long before I met anybody. That was back when I had like 80 subscribers. I was doing shorts that would tease my next video, and I guess I could try doing it again, but I had very limited success with that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop Mark's link right now, so hold on, guys.
I think somebody already did it a few times, but that's fine.
I'll put it
but yeah, I think I'm not gonna. I liked posting the few shorts that I did just to see if I could do it. I'm kind of limited on my skills on the computer, but so I did post my PB largemouth, my PB smallmouth this year, and they both got great views. I mean 2,000 views or 1,500 views, which is great to me. I just wanted people to see them. I didn't care, but going forward, I believe if I'm going to post a short, I'm going to wait till they start paying.
Right. Well, I mean, I've got a short up there right now that hit 10,800 views when my trainee got his hand stuck in a cashew jar.
Well, at least that was
kind of like a dog-proof trap.
Right.
I-
So
I-
I've got some success with some of the shorts. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't see the point in putting any effort into it because like I say, the ones that I put effort
Like you said,
into,
there's success there, but
Right.
you didn't earn
Right.
anything for it. You didn't get watch time hours. You didn't get any monetization for it or nothing. I mean, it's great. I love the theory, and I love to see a lot of views too on a short, but there's just nothing there for me to do it.
Well, you know as well as I do, Mark. Before you were monetized, and my whole thinking of
Before I was monetized, I would do the hell out of them if I would have known if I would have known it was going to help my channel.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I didn't know that until after I was already monetized, and then I threw a few shorts out there, and they get a few views, and I get a bunch of subscribers out of it. But whatever, I mean,
Yep. Well, that's the thing. Before, like I said, before I was monetized, I didn't care about monetization. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it for the fun of it, okay? Then as I start getting closer to the monetization, I'm like, I really want this. I want to start getting paid by YouTube. And then everybody out there saying, oh, you make a nickel here, you make a nickel there. I think you get out of it what you put into it. I really do.
I agree. I totally agree.
And if you're busting your butt putting your stuff into your channel, you're upgrading your channel, you're striving to put better content out there. You're getting more than a couple nickels, okay? I'm a witness to that because I see my channel, what I'm doing, and what I'm getting paid, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm striving to make that better.
I mean, we're not going to get rich, but it helps. I mean, like for me, the trap, and I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put the videos out anyway. It gives me a little bit of gas money. By no way, by far, will it ever make money on this deal,
But it helps. It's good to know that you maybe make a couple bucks and you can put.
But I'm going to make a little bit of money for doing what I'm going to do anyway. So
yeah,
Right.
and that's exactly why I did it. I just figured I do that stuff that people do on YouTube. I do it every day, so why not put it out there? And then once I started doing it, I didn't have the equipment or anything, but now I see, and then I started buying equipment, putting money back into my channel, and you see the results. You get out. You get out whatever you put into.
Totally agree
get
with you.
out. And I
totally agree with you.
Yeah, and you could tell the channels that do put in the effort and the people that don't put in the effort.
Right.
And
That's just my opinion.
I appreciate Ted coming at it from a completely adult perspective when I come into it as a very childish perspective because, I mean, I've just got this really attitude with shorts, but Ted, he goes through it methodically. He researches it. He and I talk about this kind of stuff all the time. And
he really analyzed it very well.
Oh yeah, he said, and he's like, I want more information. I want to see what other people think about it and stuff. And I'm like, Ted, they're stupid, But he's like, no, we gotta try and figure out how to make this work for us. So I just wanted to say I appreciate Ted for having an adult conversation about it because if it were coming onto my channel, I'd be like, shorts are dumb. That's the end of the show. See you guys.
Well, I just wanted to put it out there, like I said, to help the community. It could have very well turned into a argument with everybody, but everybody in here, I appreciate everybody who's been handling it like adults and talking about it, and I'm sure it could have got out of hand with people disagreeing with each other. But that's what's good about our community. Everybody is respectful of each other.
What are you going to disagree with? I mean, you got your opinion, I got mine. He's got his. I mean, everybody's got their own opinion. I mean, stick with it or don't listen.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you're right.
There's no reason to argue.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you're doing a great thing by trying to help. I mean, why would anybody want to argue with you?
Yep. Yeah, and I just I appreciate everybody that was in here, to everybody that said their opinion. It was very professional. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, ugly dog. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, Charles.
Good to see you, Charlie.
I'm dead. What did Rebecca say?
But like I was saying, I mean, we're not making that much money or whatever, but I did get to meet you this summer or whatever out there in Pennsylvania. I mean, all the people that I met, all the friends that I've made, I mean, just that's worth more than a dollar sign to me.
Without a doubt. Like,
I mean, it's just been great.
Just look at your phone and see how many phone numbers you got,
And all exactly.
Friends.
I mean, if I get a comment from somebody that I don't even know asking me a question and I can help them or whatever, just saying that I did a good job. I mean, that means more to me than any dollar amount. So
right.
It's been a great time.
You can ask Jason. He's like, yeah, this this Secret Santa, I got to get a hold of people. I'm like, hold on, I'll text them, or hold on, I'll call them, or hold on, I'll.
Yeah,
do
you
this.
got a hold of me.
Yeah, and I just call him and say, hey, you got to call, you got to email Jason. He needs your help, or he needs
Right.
to have it in there. So like, I got tons of phone numbers and stuff that
I was struggling, man, when you were trying to get a hold of me, because I had a loss of a very good friend, and I was struggling, and I was trying to get back with you and back with JJ, and I was just
Hey,
like, man,
I understand, man.
Hey,
Everybody's
don't
got
even
stuff
worry
going
about
on.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she says, finally, shut up. My last short will be my tombstone. That's Becca. Hold on. What did she say?
she finally
My
shut.
last short will be my tombstone that says she finally shut up.
That's terrible, Becca.
Becca, we appreciate you. She
We
does a
all
lot
love
for the
we
kids.
all love you, Becca. Jeez.
Yep. Laugh out loud, Becca. Well, I'm going to do a test to Glenn and see if it can get 100K views. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing you could probably do is just go out and test. Like Angling Spiders did. Glenn, he's looking at all his things. So, I mean, if you really want to know what's best for your channel, because all of our channels are different. Like, I fish and I hunt and I do family things. So my channel, my analytics are different than Jason's channel. You know, like
Right.
Mark's channel is different. He traps. So everybody has something a little bit different. So the only way you're going to know is if you go out and do a test yourself on your own channel and do your own study and follow your analytics. That's the only way. I can't tell anybody in here, do this, it's going to work, or do this, it's going to help your channel, because it might not.
Right.
So, and I like the way
That's
Glenn
like-
approached that. You know, when he come
That's
up
like
and
me
said-
and Glenn talked about that on the phone. The one time he was telling me he put out them trapping videos and he lost a bunch of subscribers. And I'm like, that's where I gain all mine. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's way different. I don't get it. I don't know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
And
it's
I put out fishing videos and they don't get that many views. Trapping videos get all the views.
Yeah, well, that's like your That's your algorithm. You know, you're a trapping channel. You know, like so. And I believe that it's just what you're doing, what your content was, what your base is, and they go. And Glenn, I think he hit it on the head when he said, "Well, when you do your channel, your thumbnail, your title, and everything, I think there's different piles of videos, okay? And YouTube gets the information and puts it in a pile. Is it in this pile, that pile, or that pile? And you either get shared out to 5,000 people in this pile, 10,000 in this pile, 20,000 in this pile. And if you make the criteria, that computer sorts them and puts them in the piles. Because there's times where I upload a short and I'll go to my analytics and it'll say 10,000 views. But when I go to my channel, it says 2,000. But by tomorrow, I'm at that 10,000. It's like it already predetermines what you're. If anybody has ever seen that, please let me know.
No, I've never looked at that.
It predetermines before it even goes on my channel what it's going to make in my YouTube.
Really?
In my YouTube studio, I've seen it many times where it'll say 5,000 views and I'm at 60. And then by tomorrow or the next day, it gets to that 5,000 views and stays there. It won't go above it.
I've
So
never
that's
seen it. I've never looked at that. I've never tried that.
Yep, try it.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. I've never even ever seen that.
Yep, and I was like, what? And I told Jason about it. I'm like, I got 25,000 views on my gun. I was shooting my 300 Win Mag. And it was showing 7,000. And then
Right.
a day later, boom, 25,000 on the dot, never went above it. So I'm like, okay, well, that says to me that there's a computer shorting everything out, and my criteria that I posted that video, they follow a criteria, and whatever I met in that criteria is the pile they put me in. So when you hit a great title, a great tag, a great thumbnail, it goes into the great part. If you get,
I never heard of that. I never knew that.
I really think that is an okay pile. There's a crap pile, an okay pile, a good pile, and a great pile. And I think that it goes in one of them piles. That's what I think.
That's unreal. I never heard of that.
Yep.
Never knew that. I'll check that out.
Yeah,
I got a
try it.
video coming out. I got a video coming out Monday. I guess I changed the time till like I don't know 2:45 or something because you guys said that was a better time. But so once that video comes out, I go to YouTube Studio, and where do I just look at the views and it's going to say this many views right off the bat?
After you post it, it'll get posted, and then if you go into your YouTube Studio, it'll have like a predetermined amount.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
That doesn't happen on every video, but it seems like the ones that are a little different. You won't be able to like come up with a a formula with it, but every once in a while you can go in there and see that your video gets X amount of views, and then you're not really at them views yet, because I'm like, on my phone it's different. I have my YouTube studio, I have my channel, I have 3 separate basically what I want to call bookmarks. So I think they update at different times. So my bookmark will say 25,000 views, and then my real channel says 5,000, and then tomorrow it'll be up to that 25,000 views, and then it stops right there. Now you may get a little bit over time. It may go up a little bit because people are clicking on it, so you get 10, 15 more than it says. But that predetermined thing already got me thinking about things like that.
Oh, wow.
Now, the other thing that you can see on YouTube Studio is you can actually
here's
see
what
in
Boxer
real
said.
time your views on a graph for the last 48 hours on your phone. But if you actually go onto the dashboard on your website, you can actually see the views come in over the period of an hour. So they just come in real time.
So you could actually watch them going up.
Yep.
Yeah, and I haven't done that yet, but yeah.
I just remember, somebody told me about doing the shorts and stuff. And this has been a while back, and I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was my PB smallmouth or largemouth or something like that. But I was sitting there, and I posted it. It was just a very short, just clip off of one of my other videos, and I was sitting there watching it, and like within an hour, it was like over 1,000 views. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I've never seen this before. But
yeah, I mean, it's some crazy stuff.
That was fun. I mean, it was fun, but did it give me anything? No, it didn't give me anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was fun to watch, though.
Yeah, you learn a lot. I've learned a ton just like scrolling through stuff and looking at things. I mean, that's what you got to do and just figure it out, But, that's why I wanted to do this tonight, because I wanted to get everybody in here just talking about. There's Daniel from Living MN. He just popped
Daniel.
in. What's up? Thumbs down don't matter. A woman said that when she posted, here, let me do this. The worst thing about you get more thumbs down, and then this is what Glenn said after that. Thumbs down don't matter.
Still good.
Yeah, he learned that from Mark J. They're still watching and YouTube doesn't care. Yeah, and I believe it's still interaction with your channel. So.
Yep. Thumbs down, thumbs up. It doesn't matter. It's an interaction.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as they watched. And
Yep.
even the bad comments I get, people call me some bad names and stuff because I trap. But I'm like, well, thank you so much for the view.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and there's times where you got to hold your tongue, and you know that, like everybody else. What you would really say, there's YouTube language, and then there's regular language. And
I either tell them thank you for supporting my channel, or thank you for the uneducated comment, or something like that. That's usually what I tell them. I mean,
yeah.
Just thank you so much for the view. I tried to kill them with kindness, but I'm not going to get into a pissing match with them.
Nah.
For sure.
There's no point in doing that.
But they already gave me a view, so thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Kill them with kindness. That's what Becca said. Laughing Cat said Off the Hook is really good with names. Thanks. Yeah, man, but I don't know. That's all I had written down, but that's what I wanted to bring to you guys so we could talk about
It's
it.
a lot of information.
Yeah,
You did a great job on that, Ted.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I did it for a couple of days. Asked Jason. I just kept writing stuff down that I was seeing and writing it down and like, this would be good to bring up, and I want to hear what somebody has to say about this. And that's what I try to do in my lives now, Mark. Like my lives, I'm trying to base it off of like learning something or informational or having somebody on here that you can learn from. That's what I'm trying to do in my life.
I'm glad I made this one because I miss so many of them. I'm always busy trapping now, for sure.
I hear you. But I appreciate you being in here, man. I really do.
No,
It's
I
nice
I've
seeing
got
you.
I've got Ted screenshots to prove it too.
Yeah. There's still 17 people in here, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Daniel, what's your view on the shorts? You want me to share this? I'm going to share the link again, see if anybody else wants to come up and let us know what they think about the shorts.
I don't see them put out too many shorts.
I don't see Daniel and them put out too many shorts myself.
I mean, he does a great job with the fishing report every week and everything.
Yep.
So
And I think that was his bread and butter right there, man. He's really good at doing that stuff. And
Yeah,
that
he's
helps
very
him
good
a
at it.
lot.
I'm
JJ,
glad
are
he
you in the
finally
dark?
found. I am in the dark, but I'm glad that Daniel finally found ice, because I was going to open up my freezer and show him where the ice is, because he kept on saying that he didn't know if he was going to find ice, and I've got plenty of it in my freezer.
And they're doing good up there now, I think.
Oh
with
yeah,
the-
he is. Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
doing great.
Cody's really doing well up there after 5.
Mhm.
Man, he's
Yeah,
that look-
Cody's doing
that's
some
fun.
good stuff. Yeah, he
If
does
I
a lot
wasn't
of the
trapping,
lives.
I'd go up there and fish with him. I want to go up there and fish with him so bad, but I got to wait till after trapping season.
Yeah, he has a pretty interesting live that he does too, with the reports with that
Yeah.
other gentleman now and stuff like that. So he does pretty good. Daniel said he loves shorts.
That's what he
Oh.
said. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but
Yeah,
yeah, I seen.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he really does.
You never
like
know
it.
with him. But man, we got more ice than Cody. Really? Wow. Man, when I was up there with Cody last year, up there in the summer on Lake of the Woods, man, that was a blast. I had so much fun.
Really?
Oh, I caught the biggest walleye I've ever caught. I mean, it was probably over 6 pounds, but
Oh wow.
it was awesome. We had a blast.
What's this say? JJ's back in the light so I can see him giving me a finger when I say I like shorts.
No. If I wanted to give you the finger, I'd turn the lights on just for you.
Where are you headed to, JJ?
I'm heading up. I've got a couple stops in Upper New York State, and then I'm heading up to Maine, because I am I'm picking up a Reese Across America load, and I'm bringing that down to the National Cemetery down in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Nice.
So if anybody is down in the Chattanooga area, on I'll post a date when I've got it, because I don't know what date that's going to be. But if they're always looking for volunteers to come lay wreaths. So
Yeah.
and I'll have a trailer full of them.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah. Now Daniel says he likes the direction the YouTube is taking them, and to me, I don't know which way they're taking them yet. I'll let you know at the beginning of the year what I think about them
Yeah,
after I find out what they're really doing. Because right now you don't get paid or do anything with them. So, I mean,
Right.
you're getting subs and things. I don't want to say they're not doing anything with them now, but I want to see what they do at the beginning of the year, like they say. I want to see if they're going to make it a realistic goal for people to actually make some money on it, or if they're going to skyrocket it to make it impossible. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, it's already. I mean, the 10 million views is really a really high bar to set, and basically that you're pushing people into the short form, and I mean, I know my attention span is probably about less than a goldfish, but I can actually at least sit and watch somebody's full video, but they're pushing the shorts. And the short videos actually hurt people's attention span. It really does. They've done studies on it.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
that's just. I don't think that it's good as far as what they're doing to push them, and I don't think that they're good for people's mental health. But that's just me.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I think we're all right.
See, now here's the thing too with that number, that 10 million views, and Glenn was talking about this too, and I brought that up. And with Sean from Angling Spiders, the 10 million views is for monetization. We don't know what the views are going to be like for payment. I'm hoping that they bring that number down to thousands of views instead of millions of views. So you got a chance of making some money on it. And I don't think
they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that, Ted, because if they do that in the thousands, I mean, that would be an attainable goal, especially when you look at, the average of somebody's short can be anywhere from 1.5 to 3,000 views. So, I mean, technically, in a couple of months, you could reach it, but I think they're going to stand firm on that 10 million views, not only for monetization, but I think that's going to be a hard number for payout.
Yeah.
And even though
Well,
Yeah,
if it's like that, then I probably just won't do it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
it won't be worth my time.
yeah. Well, if
I
you
don't
don't,
have.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't have any evidence to prove otherwise, but that number is out there as far as like monetization goes. I think that even if you are monetized, if you want to go and make money on shorts, I think you're going to have to actually have a separate monetization for your shorts. I think they will actually have that as a separate entity on your channel, and you're actually going to have to get those views just on those shorts alone.
There he is. There's JV.
What's up, JV? How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, buddy? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you.
I could be wrong, but I mean that's how I see them doing it.
Yeah, and this is Raised Outdoors saying there are a lot of creators that will hit that easy. They get millions on every short dancing in their underwear. Well,
Right.
then you'll see our community. Everybody will be dancing in their underwear.
Not me.
Not me either.
Ted, don't give me that visual again, please.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I hope that they do change that, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, and we'll see. And that's the reason why I brought this up today, to get everybody's point of view on it. But I'm hoping that they come down in the views to get paid. But like you said, Jason, if they make it too easy, if they keep that number up there, and people still strive to hit that number, and they, like someone like me will never hit 10 million in 3 months. I don't, whatever I do. But if I continue to make shorts, that YouTube's making money off of me, and I'm not making anything off of them. So I think that's maybe they're, they could, their business. It's a business. So
Yeah.
if they give you an unrealistic goal, you're going to try.
Everybody's
to hit
out there to make money on both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
me, you, them, YouTube.
I mean,
Yeah.
YouTube's
Yep.
making money on on smaller channels too. They're putting ads on people with less than 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
They're making money hand over fist no matter what they do. So
Mhm.
it doesn't really matter.
I mean, but they give us basically a free platform to show our
Right.
whatever we're showing. I mean, so
I
you
get
can take it however you want to take it. I mean, like them or love them, or like them or not, leave them, whatever.
Mhm.
It is what it is. We're here. They were allowing us to put our videos up for free on a free platform.
I agree with you 100%.
Well,
on that.
I completely agree with you on that, and I'm not against anybody making money. I mean,
Good night,
the only
Chris.
reason that I work is so that I can make money.
Yep.
But I would like to see them. I'd like to see them come out and be a little bit more clear as far as what the metrics are. That's
Yeah.
and then that way you know exactly what you need to do, how the game is played. Because unless you know the rules, you don't know how to play the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
I
true.
think YouTube is good at keeping everything a mystery, though. Like that's
Right.
why the algorithm is a constant mystery. We'll never figure the algorithm out.
No, you never will.
And here's somebody. Boom.
Oh, there he is.
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Here's
Thanks for
somebody.
coming in. What's
I
up,
am
JV?
somebody.
Yeah.
I
So
am everybody.
JV, I want your opinion on shorts.
Well, I'm wearing a pair right now. They're pretty comfortable.
No, you're not.
Okay, John. Okay. Okay, John. John from Smallwater. He was full of them tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you thinking about shorts, JV? Are you liking them, disliking them? Do you think they're gonna help
don't
or hurt?
know 'em.
You don't really care about them.
I don't even do them. I think I
Yeah.
have like 3 shorts in my whole history of being on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I don't. You want me in my underwear back? I don't have it. We'll get this this live a lot of views.
Shorts are better than jorts. That's what Glenn said. Shorts are better than jorts. Yeah, we all are back up. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's a mystery to me, and I can't wait to see at the beginning of the year what they come up with, and see if it's a reachable goal that'll help a smaller YouTuber like myself. So
Are you saying that, like, you kind of agree with me, JV, that I don't do that many either. I did a few, but if they're gonna pay me, I'll do a few more. But I'm not gonna do any more right now until they start paying.
I don't even know what to do for a short.
All the crazy shit you do. I mean, you would have a million of them.
He
I
would.
was just out today. That's my
Just
camera's out.
the way you came on the screen right there. You know, I mean, there's a short.
That's
But,
a short.
I was out making spoof videos today for my Christmas video, and yeah, Mark, you're in one of them. But but they're even. I mean, how short does a short have to be? They're like what?
15 seconds is the minimum, up to a
Well,
minute.
I
Yeah,
can't
they
possibly
got to
work
be under 60 seconds, right?
Yeah, you can do
Yep.
a 15-second or a 60, or you can make them anywhere under a minute. Yes.
Yeah.
But if you play music in them, it only gives you 15 seconds of music. So when you're making them, if
It
you want
does?
to put music, if you want to put music in them, you only get 15 seconds. After that, it won't play music.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we do need somebody on the inside. Unfortunately, believe me, I've been looking around for that, but I can't find it.
Well, good to know because I know you.
Yeah, I've been looking, believe me.
So when you find that person, you be sure to let me know.
I'm still trying to get the drone footage from Nick Green, all right? That'll solidify my win, but it's nowhere to be found. I think
I was there. I saw it. I'll
did
back
see it.
you.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't get
I'll
it.
back you. I did see it.
Mm-hmm.
I think your daughter actually won, but
Yeah, I think she did too. I think. You know what? I felt bad like beating my daughter because she was winning the whole time.
you
and
should have felt bad.
I should have broke the line and let her win. And I caught the fish, and I felt bad
No,
that I won. But
enjoy stomping my daughters. Anytime I beat them at anything, I get in their face.
yeah.
My father's better than you.
She actually caught the first fish out of everybody. She caught like a 15-inch bass right off the bat, and I was like, that one right there. And then towards the end, I caught like a 17-inch bass, and I beat her.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, that was.
He did the whole speech.
I did the speech.
His mother,
I
his mom,
thanked my mom. I
his
thanked
mom.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I thanked my
Video.
mom. I thanked my daughter for driving me to win and everything.
Yeah, and I never even got a bite. I never even caught a fish. I never nothing.
Yeah. So it was fun though. That was awesome. I can't wait till this year, because I'm like right up there anyway. So that'll be cool this year again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with Boxy the last night before I gotta come home. I mean, I'll hang out with him, but he
Long
thought it was
drive.
a great. He thought it was a great idea that we finished that bottle of Red Stag. Oh, then I had to drive home 8 hours, and it was the longest drive home ever.
I'm sure.
Oh, it was a good time doing it, but not driving home.
Let's see.
Actually, mine the last weekend I went up to Michigan to hang out with Annika, but I worked in Nebraska. I worked a 14-hour shift and then got off and drove 11 and a half hours to Michigan.
Wow. Boxy.
Thanks, Randy. Thank you for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. He even said hi to me. Thank you, Randy.
Good to see you, Randy.
So did you see Living MN's thing here? He said if you figure what you're making per hour on a regular video, add expenses, you're paying to post your videos on YouTube. So I'll post shorts for free.
I'm just gonna start taking pictures of my shorts and add music to it.
I'll tell you what right now, I guarantee you get thousands of views on that.
Absolutely, 100%.
I guarantee it. I
Yep.
guarantee it.
He will.
Don't even do anything except put hashtag shorts as a title, and you'll get thousands of views.
Yep.
I'll get a pair of jeans and cut them in Daisy Dukes and do poses.
That would
Call it
probably even
short.
do better. That would do better.
That's too much work for a short.
I'm not sure. I don't even know. I guess I'll give you a view, but I don't think I'm going to watch it. I'll just click and.
I'm cutting stupid too, so the pockets are still hanging out.
Boxy said JV will be king of shorts.
For sure.
Yep. So, but yeah, I don't know. I try to figure it out, I guess.
I don't do YouTube reviews. Be all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna even try to figure it out. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and enjoying what I'm doing. You know.
See, that's my issue, though. I always got to try to figure things out, and it drives me insane sometimes. I mean, I shouldn't be like that, but it's just the way I am. I just want to figure it out, and I know I'll never figure it out. Even JV, I know I'll never figure it out, but I'll keep trying for some reason.
What'll happen is what happens to most people is they put out that one video they don't even think is going to do that good. And then that's the one all of a sudden it hits the algorithm for some reason, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had videos that I thought were crap that I didn't put that much work into, and they turned out to get the most views out of all of them. And then one that I thought that I put my heart and soul in and really cared about gets like nothing, and I'm like, that kind of hurts.
Yeah, that's what Jason was
Right.
talking about. That don't take much effort to get good views. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
well,
I don't
yeah. I mean, if you
Minimal
want to
effort
be
on shorts.
a famous YouTuber, if that's what you really want to do, you can't do things that you're proud of. You gotta do some stuff.
well, you're right.
You gotta
You're
go
right.
out and slip and slide through Jello or something stupid like that, and get some girls in bikinis doing some crazy stuff with you.
Yeah. A good thumbnail, with girls in bikinis. Million views right there. Million views right there. It's like, what the hell?
You get
Yeah,
the thumbnail with
You
the
have
girls
to-
in the bikinis, and there's not a girl in your video.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Me in a bikini going down a slip and slide.
You have
I'm
to
sure
appeal to that millennial
If anybody's
audience.
ever had a bikini on him as a man, I bet it was JB, and he did probably go down a slip and slide, didn't you? You've done
Pretty
it
close. Here
Oh,
we
got
go.
down a slip and slide? Well, not in a bikini.
with the bikini on. You've done it, haven't you?
No, not yet. But it's summer now.
There's John's comment right there, JV.
Or dressed like Hulk Hogan smoking cigarettes. Hey, back in the 80s, all of them smoked cigarettes.
Yep.
Oh,
John's back
boy.
in. John's back in. We'll see what happens. To make YouTube full-time job. Let's just say, to make YouTube a full-time job, you need to make your money on sponsorship deals, not ad revenue. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going the opposite. I'm trying to make money on my videos. I'm trying to break that threshold of $100 with my videos. I'm close, but I'm not there. But I want to do that, and then anything extra.
Daniel, I even screwed that up. I had tons of sponsors, and then I got rid of all of them.
Yeah, you did have tons of
Get
sponsors.
small.
You don't have
You know
Piscify or
that year
anything yet?
before when I traveled everywhere,
Mhm.
people were like, "Oh, you must be a million." No, I did all those trips on sponsor paychecks because I was plugging the sponsors back then, and I was actually one check was about 20 grand from a certain company.
That's awesome.
But then
Why did you get rid of them?
Because I'm going to come out with my own. As I said, like I had Holtzman's Gorilla Survival, but I'm coming out with my own knives. I mean, they're still in the
Okay.
work, but yeah, I mean, I got the prototype right here. I'm working on it.
And you made that?
I came up with the design. I hire a factory. They come up.
Okay.
But that's why it's a work in progress because
That looks like a cool knife too, though.
It does.
Awesome.
but yeah, and I'm also coming out with my own fishing lures. I
Yeah, you
plan
got
on coming
baits,
out
yeah.
with my own rods. I plan on coming out with my own reels. So it's nice having the sponsors, but you know what? I want to make myself rich. I don't want to make somebody else rich. And if I try and I fail, I try and I fail.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Yeah. What about your deal? Do you still do Piscifun or no? You're done with them also, or?
Yeah, I dropped them too. That's why you haven't seen me doing a bunch of Piscafun giveaways. I don't have
yeah.
free stuff anymore.
I got 3 of your reels and 2 of your rods out of that deal, so I'm glad I got that. Yeah, yeah, but I guess that is where it is in the sponsorships, you know. And I guess at the beginning, like when I got monetized and everything, I guess I could, to be honest with you, I guess I was sort of disappointed that I was seeing people getting sponsors, and I was like, well, why ain't I getting sponsors? You know what I mean? Why I'm fishing and doing stuff, and I think my content was okay, where I could have got sponsorships, and then it never happened. Then all of a sudden, boom, you get people wanting to do videos and product reviews and stuff like that. Like in the last,
That's where I started.
That's all I'm getting. I'm getting product reviews that they want me to review their products, but I haven't seen a sponsorship or nothing even close to that.
Well,
Yeah,
that's how I start. That's how I tell people how I got sponsors, though, is I would get contacted by all these companies, and I would do product reviews. I did a ton of them back in my old days.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, when they liked the product review I did, they would come back to me. And when they came back, I'm like, all right, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep doing sponsored, but you're going to give me a code or something. And so I can make a percentage of everything that is bought off my code.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah,
That's
how
how
I
you started
with
with the product reviews.
That's how I started getting sponsors, is doing product reviews. And then if they like your product reviews and come back to you, then you can throw, hey, I'll keep making the videos for you.
Yeah.
But you got to throw a little percentage
Right.
that way.
Well, that
Right.
sort of happened to me with the company with shirts. You know, like they wanted me to do product reviews on the shirts, and then they offered me to become like a the spokesperson type deal, where I could put it out there in the YouTube community, and if somebody wanted to do that, they would send them the shirt for free, but then they would post the video, but they would give me the video. I would have to post it and deal with the company, and they even offered to like put my logo on their shirt, and my wife was like, why would you do that? Why would you let them make money off it when you want to make money off your own stuff? You know, sort of like that. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. Why would I want them to put my logo on their shirt and they
Right.
make the money off of it when I could be making the money off of it when I just sell my own shirts?
That's the way I
And
started
so-
thinking about it. It's like, because, yeah, it was nice. I mean, it looks cool. You know, I got my Piscafun jersey up there. I had all my Piscafun rods and tackle
Mhm.
boxes. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what looked even cooler? The JV jersey, the JV rod and reel, the
Yeah.
JV tackle box, the JV, yeah, the JV everything, you know. And it'd be cool to see other people out there using my stuff. You know, when I'm scrolling through videos and all of a sudden I see some guy I've never even heard of before out there reviewing my gear, that'd be cool as heck to see.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, Daniel, was it you that got picked up? Are you going to be the new JV? Giving
I was
away.
happy. I was very,
That's
very
a hint,
happy.
hint.
I mean, Placino, gave me that telescopic rod and reel to do a review on this year, and that's like probably one of my favorite reels now, rod and reels now.
Mm-hmm.
But all I had to do was a review, and I'd love it. I'd love it.
Mm-hmm. Joe from Live to Fish does some Placino stuff too. I don't know if you've.
Oh man, I love it for
Yeah.
for kayaking and everything. I love it.
And Live in MN said no, sir. So JV, they're not the company. They're not the Piscafun.
I wonder if it was Cody.
Maybe.
Cody's been blowing up. Of course, he
Yeah.
does all those fishing because he's up at the Lake of the Woods and he does those
Yeah.
fishing reports. Man, those things get views.
Just
Oh,
having
yeah.
lake. Just
He
having
does a
Lake
lot
of
of
the
cool
Woods.
shit. I mean, almost everything he does is cool. I mean, when I was up there hanging out with him and went fishing
That-
with him, I mean, everything he does is. I mean, he's very, very to the point of what he does. It's gonna be right. But
Yeah.
we had a blast.
Yeah. Well, Cody does some great reports too. Like
Oh.
I don't know. Like
He's
with
very
him and
thorough
Daniel.
on
Yeah,
everything he does. Everything is to the point and very thorough.
That's where I first started seeing those ice fishing reports was from Cody a while ago, and then like Daniel, I guess, got into it too, and it helped him out on his channel. So
Jersey Boys used to do them. I haven't seen Jersey Boys.
I've seen them.
Yeah, they're still doing it. They're still doing it every week.
Every once in a while, they come out with another report, but
I don't even know if they
No,
made it.
Jersey Boys is still doing it every week. I talk to Craig all the time,
Oh, I haven't.
and I
talked
watch their
I
video
used to
every week.
Of course, I used to talk to all y'all a lot.
Yeah.
I don't talk to anybody anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm getting up here. I need to talk
Yeah.
to people.
there you go. And there's the KC Fish page. What's up, KC? How are you, buddy? Thanks
KC.
for coming in. Cool. Yeah, natural. I'm still waiting for the St. Croix sponsorship, buddy. That's my dream. I love them rods. They're my favorite rods. So, But yeah, KC's in here, natural. We got Living MN start doing those reports, man. And when he started doing those reports, man, did his channel blow up? Didn't it? I mean, he went from like
It was a great idea. I mean,
yeah, it was a great idea.
I know where he got the idea.
Yeah. Yep.
But
yeah, I mean,
it was
helped
awesome. I was so happy for him, you know.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely. But yeah, everybody has to find their little bit of a niche or something that they got to get that
Right.
to get that boost. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a lot of people around in our community that don't get it. You know, I mean, look at Judith and Dan Davis. How long it took them to get to 1,000 subscribers. Totally should have been there a long time ago.
Somebody just hit 1,000 subscribers today, I think. Who was it? Or yesterday?
Was it Tom Keldich? Maybe finally.
Tom. Yeah, Tom. Tom is one guy.
I mean, he should have hit it a long time ago too.
I used to push his channel like crazy.
I know, and I've shared him out. But Judith and Dan Davis, you're not going to find a better water trapper than in the community than he is, and it took him so long to get. I
wonder why.
1,000 subscribers.
I mean, was he active he's active in the community
Yeah,
and everything. So
putting out video after video after video and great videos. I mean,
yeah.
But the problem is he does put out a lot of hunting videos, and YouTube does not push them.
Who? Tom or
Tom
or Dan?
Speak of the devil. Look
There's
who showed
Cody.
up.
That is the
Cody.
devil.
What's up, Cody? What's up, Cody?
I shared an ice shack with him one time.
That's cool.
Good to see you, Cody. I was just talking very, very nice about you, actually.
He was.
He wasn't.
But the good thing is, Cody.
I won't even repeat the things he said about you, Cody.
Well, the good thing, Cody, is you can go back and rewind it and watch it and see what he said about you. But he didn't
He'll
say
edit it.
anything.
He'll edit it.
Yeah, he said devil.
I didn't say devil.
No, I said speak of the devil.
I come prepared. Like, you know, I got my cameras and all. I look pretty professional.
Mm-hmm.
Cody comes looking like he is working for the Outdoors Channel.
Nice.
That's what I mean. He comes.
Oh man, I was on his boat. He's got cameras everywhere on the boat, pointing everywhere. He's got the remote control. I mean, every time, you know, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to catch a fish, and then or he's catching a fish and he's pushing buttons. So I don't know what to do.
You're talking into the wrong camera and ain't even on, and you're in there talking to the camera. After
I wasn't trying to talk in any.
There's 5 cameers around
But,
you. And you're
I mean, he's very, very, very thorough and very professional. Everything he does.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, his videos are really, really good videos. Definitely. Anybody that hasn't picked up,
hey, I would too. There, living in man, I would too.
He said, "I buy Cody's hand-me-downs." Yeah, that's a good person to get them from.
Yeah.
Actually, Cody's got. You were pretty good with that drone while we're hanging out. Next year, I need to hire you for something, Cody, because I suck at flying drones. So I need you to come fly a drone for me next year.
I had some of his drone footage in a couple of my videos when I was up there fishing with him. Man, that was fun. I mean, I can't say enough about how much fun that was.
Me, Cody, and Daniel.
And how nice Cody was to me. I mean, he didn't have to do that. I mean, I just said something to him on a video and said, "Hey, I want to come up and fish with you. I got a couple days over the 4th of July." And he goes, "Get your ass up here."
Cool.
Mine's crash at time. See, I bought one, Daniel or Cody. I bought one, and I think I spent like $300-400 on it too. I tried to fly it in my living room, and I just smashed it into the wall.
That would have made a good short.
It probably would have.
There you go. There you go.
Look at my face, turn around, and smack into the wall.
I just talked to Jason about that. I have like a cheapy drone that is like $50 or something. I was going to make a short and just have me mash it into something.
You should.
Wait till they're going to pay you for it first.
I don't have my 107 license, so I don't want to put it on my channel without my license.
Right. Yep.
Just wait till they're going to pay you for the short before you crash it.
Exactly.
I actually had a drone company just contact me not that long ago. They asked me if I wanted, and I actually turned them down. I was like, dude, you don't want me to review your drone. I'm just
Yeah.
going to smash it into a
I had
tree.
one too. Then they started asking stupid questions, and then I just told them I wasn't interested. But it was what it was, you know. I wish I had one though, because right now we're getting rain, and it's muddy as hell, and it's 40 degrees, and I about got my Jeep stuck every day trying to check traps. I could just fly that drone to check the traps.
That'd be
Probably.
awesome.
Are you allowed to do that in your state, or is that like? Is
I
there
don't
a rule
know,
or anything?
but
I
I
would-
mean, it's about the only way I'm going to be able to do it. I had to pull one farm because I can't drive in there no more.
Yeah, I would just check though with the rules, Marcus. Just the way they can nail you for things, I would definitely
Yep.
check.
Yeah,
You know, just to be safe.
I have to ask Cody.
Yeah,
It's only illegal if you get caught, right?
yeah, I guess.
I mean, we got a 24-hour check law. I'm checking the traps.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just think if you do something illegal, you probably don't want to post it on YouTube.
No,
Yeah,
I
probably
get it.
not.
You know what I mean? Like, I got something in my video coming out, and believe it or not, I took a deer to my butcher, and I walked in, and it's at the beginning of my video, and you see my doe in there, see a bunch of deer hanging up, and there's a albino buck that's caped out in the racks there in the head. So I video it, and I look at it, and I'm like, wow, that's a nice buck. It looks like an albino. And I come out, and I talk to the guy that's butchering deer, and I said, hey, who shot that albino? And he goes, yeah, he'll be in jail in a few days. I said, what? He goes, it was poached.
No way.
It was poached.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
So I asked him and I talked to him about it. He goes, yeah, there's different management units in PA, 2A, 2B, 3C, all this stuff. I'm in 2B. It was shot in Fayette County, which is 2A. The day before Thanksgiving, it wasn't in, okay? 2B was in. So this guy shot this deer, posted it on social media, and said he got it in 2B in my county. Well, the people that have been seeing this white deer buck around saw this post on social media and
And now they ain't seeing it.
called the game commission, and they're not seeing it. They were feeding the deer in their yards. So this guy posted that he got it on the day before Thanksgiving in Allegheny County, 2B, which is my county. And the people said, that wasn't there. That's the deer that was in my backyard, and they live in Fayette County. So they told the butcher, call the guy, tell him to come down and get his meat. We want to be here when he's here. So they called, and what the butcher has to do is obey the game laws. They're a deer processor. So they were sitting there waiting for him. He came in. They said, hey, sir, we got to ask you a few questions. Boom. They had all the social media posts. So I believe he got fined. I think he got arrested. They were going to take his truck because he transported it with his truck. They took his crossbow or his bow or whatever. They could take his firearms. They could, if he had it in his house, they could have seized his house, anything. So I don't know exactly, but it was posted on the internet, and then one buddy said, is this the deer that you videoed? I said, yep, that's the deer. So, yep. So you got to watch with that social media, man. You get nailed.
Well,
EA is weird. We can do whatever.
in Illinois, it's totally illegal. It doesn't matter where you're at in Illinois. It's totally illegal to shoot an albino deer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We cannot.
I wouldn't shoot it because it's bad.
I mean,
luck.
I've never
There's
saw
only-
one. I've never even seen a piebald one, but it's totally illegal in Illinois to shoot a albino.
I've seen albino buffalo here, but I've never seen albino deer.
Well, it was funny. It was funny because after that, I come home and there's an albino across the street from me. So I videoed it and put a short out. It was right across the street from me. I seen two albinos in my life, and it was when I was in Ohio. I come home, I go to the butcher. I see an albino buck. I come home. I look across the street up here, and there's an albino doe in somebody's yard. I videoed that. It was like the craziest thing. Like, where do you see two white deer in the same week? You know what I mean? It was
Right.
crazy.
That wasn't an albino deer. That was me naked rummaging through your neighbor's garbage.
Okay, we're gonna get off that subject and go to thumbnails, titles, and watch retention.
Well, I got a thumbnail for it.
That's just crazy. I can't believe that. You've seen two albino deer because I've never seen one, but
Yeah, but it was a crazy, me seeing an albino buck in the freezer and it ends up being poached. And then I come home and across the street there's an albino doe in my neighbor's yard. We got a decent herd of albinos.
I did see the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life last week, though. It was biggest buck I've ever seen on YouTube, any other social media, in a magazine, anything.
Wow.
I mean,
Enormous.
unreal.
In the wild, was it a wild deer?
Traps. Huh?
Was it a wild deer?
Yeah, it was wild deer.
Okay.
I was coming around, you know, you've watched my videos. You know where I caught all those coyotes in that one set. I caught 7 there last year. I've already caught 3 there this year. So I was coming around that corner of that little ground of just junk ground, you know, it's just wet ground. I was driving around that, and out in the middle of the field, between the 2 fields, I thought somebody's cow was out. I'm like, who the hell's cows got out? I mean, it was really dark red, like, and I was like, holy shit. I grabbed my binoculars and I was looking at it, and I mean, it was the widest, tallest, heaviest mass buck I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And he started running down the end of the fence row, barely running, and he didn't want to run because he's freaking huge.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he weighed. He had to weigh, I mean, over 300 pounds on the hoof.
Wow.
So I had to follow him down to the end
Daniel.
of the field, check my last trap, and then I turned around, come back. I got out to the main road and was going the same way he was headed, and I seen him out there in that field, still headed towards this creek line. So I was watching him in binoculars, and he went into that creek line. And I talked to a buddy at work the next day. He goes, "When did you see that deer?" And I was telling him about it because he lived just about a mile or a half a mile from there. He goes, "When did you see it?" I said, "About 3:30." He goes, "I seen that son of a bitch at 4:30." And I said, "Well, that's how long it took it to get up that creek line, because that creek line goes right by his house." He said, "That was the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life." I said, "No shit." It was.
Wow.
I said, "I thought it was somebody's cow." He said, "So did I."
That's amazing. I saw a pretty funny post on social media. It said, and it's pretty bad, but it's funny at the same time. It was a picture of a kid standing over a cow with a gun, and it said, "My blind cousin got his first deer."
I got the same thing.
Yeah, and he goes, he was really excited. He shot his first deer, and it said, "My blind cousin shot his first deer," and it was
my
like
buddy
a picture
texted me
of a
that.
cow. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'll see if I still got it. I got the same thing.
Yeah, it was bad, but it was funny in the same sense.
Right. Maybe I got rid of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was on a group text. I got tired of them guys.
Yeah.
Group texting me.
Well, I guess, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to get to bed. I got to get up early tomorrow and do some work. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in here.
I'm going to have to go back to editing.
You guys are going to have to go. I'm sorry I'm ending it right now, but I've been doing it for 3 hours.
Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming up.
Yeah.
Thank everybody in the chat. I mean, we really had a great live today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. But I'm going to turn in for the night, so keep an eye out for more videos. JV, thank you for coming up. Mark, thank you very much. Jason, as always, thank you. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I got to get to bed and clean up here. So I will see you guys later. Thank you. Have a great night, and we will see ya.